In meinem neuen Film Shelter
And hello, everyone. Welcome to this Custom Track Cup Season 2 Division 3 semifinals here with Slay against Slow. I'm Scoped, and I'll be joined here on this cast by Mystique. How you doing, Mystique?
I'm excited for this. I think D3 has been very intense. Well, rep chat specifically has been very intense, but it's been a fun season in D3 to watch. So I'm excited to see how these matches go.
Yeah, lots of really strong personalities in the chat, speaking of which. And that's why I'm pretty excited for this semifinals also, because both of us have sort of a good link with either of those teams, you with Slay and me with Slow. So we're going to go right ahead, and I'll let you go ahead and present your team, Slay.
Thank you. So Slay, they're not running what is technically their main right now because Noviak is away, but still a very solid roster. And one of the things about Slay is it's very interchangeable. They're all very close and similar to each other's skill level, so it's easy to swap in people as needed. So you'll see Sherm. Sherm is definitely the highest scorer on Slay, him and Noviak combined. But Sherm is a very strong frontal presence. If he gets ahead on one of his tracks like Fishdom, it's very hard to catch him. Like I've seen him get 2 blue shell leads on the tracks he's comfortable on. He's a very strong, fast runner for this division. He's been very consistent throughout the season, as you can see with his average. And he's definitely going to be someone you have to watch out for. And then moving right along, we have Dots, self-proclaimed team leader. He's been averaging well as well. He's done very well this season. He's very consistent also. Even in like mid-pack, he can be helpful in mid-pack. He can run on his favorite tracks. He's very reliable, and it's not often that he makes mistakes. So as long as he just keeps a good mental, he'll be very good for these matches. And then Chris, of course. Chris has kind of been like a sleeper on Slay, but he's been on the roster. Chris definitely has the most high div experience out of anyone on Slay's roster, both with RTs and CTs. He also has history with like playing with Sherm and Noviak. So he's definitely a great addition to the team. He's really solid. He's very fast. Probably the fastest runner that Slay has, and he's going to be a very good asset. And then we have Luke, the super sub. Elsith has been very consistent so far this season. He hasn't it's been back and forth because again, not much of the roster has been too consistent throughout the season. It's kind of just who's available when they're available. So, but when he's played, he's been a very helpful asset to the team. He's a very good, almost like IGL. He's very calm under pressure, very confident, and he definitely can help steer the team towards a victory. And then bagging, we have Astro. Astro and Akira have pretty evenly split weeks for Slay over the course of the season. Astro has a lot of experience bagging like high div RTs, so he's very comfortable bagging, and he's been practicing a lot of the CT strats, so he's going to, hopefully it'll be very good and close in the bagging department.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed across the Slay season overall, is that there are a lot of little changes when it comes to lineups, and it seems to be working pretty well, as evident by their second seed here as they're facing a Slow today. So yeah, really excited to see this specific version of the lineup against Slow, which we'll go ahead and present really quickly, as apparently there's quite a few people in the room already. So for Slow, we have a pretty typical lineup here. We have Flavian, Alpha, Dermo, Murray, and Boshi bagging here. Pretty typical lineup. That has been the case for pretty much the entire season. Flavian, top scorer and proclaimed captain of this squad here with 33.1 points average. Alpha, one of the most besides what people may say about his constant falling off, pretty consistent point scorer overall. Some may call him washed. I just call him somewhat a bit of a wild card sometimes, but he is there where we need to score points. That's the important part. Dermo, the biggest voice in the team. Overall, really strong presence in VC when it comes to just leadership and in the mid pack as a whole. Murray, really strong player as well overall in the mid pack. And of course, Boshi, extremely well known for his time at Omega, for being the pioneer of many CT bagging strats, extremely strong bagger, and I do think it might matter a lot in Slow's chances of winning this match. Speaking of which, speaking of the said match, apparently there are 10 in rooms, so we're going to immediately go ahead and switch to the lobby here. Yeah, people joined pretty fast, thankfully. But yeah, I do think that Slow, or I guess from now on, we're going to call them IF, since that's the tag that they'll be going with. It'll be a bit easier for us on the cast. Yeah, IF, I do believe that they definitely have a chance. Slay have gone 1-1 against them during the regular season by 40. IF have won by 40 and Slay by 20. So they've both been decently close matches. I think there's a case for a potential full 3 matches here. What's your little prediction about that, Mystique?
I think these two teams in particular are very evenly balanced. I think one asset they both really have is that they have their higher scores, but really anyone, I've seen tables throughout the season from both teams where anyone has MVP'd on either team. So they all have the potential to do really well and have these pop-off scores. It's not just the people who are the top scorers or who have the higher averages. They all kind of have the potential to score and play really well. So I think it's going to be very close.
No, I absolutely agree. There's maybe like one quote unquote top scorer, like Sherm and Flavian both have about like 2 to 3 points ahead of
Right. Yeah.
their second place. But aside from that, it's pretty consistent scores across the board. I do believe anyone could really pop off at any given GP. And I do think an important factor of this is the track next year, because both teams have some really. Is wacky the right term you'd use for it? Both
they're
teams have like, their really signature track picks that are kind of like
signature track picks. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah, they have their signature track picks, which can influence quite a bit. Just looking, of course, if you're thinking of IF, you're thinking of Mushroom Island. That's like the biggest example for them. But they have BC3 that can be a little bit weird when you don't know how to drive it properly. Interstellar Laboratory is probably the biggest example of that. Cubic Conundrum, even though Flag have also been picking it throughout the season. So yeah, I'm not. I do think if you're in the lower divisions, track picks matter more, simply due to how specialized some teams can get. But hopefully, it won't swing the points too much. We're gonna have to see how this whole thing pans out. I do think I'm gonna rep my boys here. I do think this is gonna go 2-1 for IF, just because I'm just gonna rep. I'm going to be slightly biased. I'm going to rep my boys, but I do think over the course of a BO3, Boshi's impact bagging might be the deciding factor here.
Yeah, I do think. Not that it's like an uphill battle for Slay. I just think they're really going to have to rely on, like, when they do get shocks and when they do get their track picks, they really just have to capitalize.
No, absolutely. I'm not. Yeah, it's going to be 2-1. I do not expect Slay to take this lying down at all.
Right.
So for our PODs today, we do have Sherm on the side of Slay, Flavian on the side of IF, and we have Boshi as well. So we're going to be able to keep an eye on said bagging battle here, making sure that we have all eyes on deck as necessary. First cut on Crystal Dungeon, extremely important. Great cut by Sherm.
Yeah, that was very good, actually.
That was like textbook TT cut, allowing him to stay in first, but Murray is hot on his trail already. Thankfully, though, missing the boost panel. Might cost him.
He might. Actually, it's really close.
He managed to force Murray out.
He won in the end.
Murray's completely out, and I do think Slay is 1-3-4 here. Let's switch over to Flavian, try and see what he's carrying in the back, and it is a mushroom, actually.
That's really good for them, actually.
Let's switch right back to Sherm then, as Flavian should be able to stay up there for at least a little while longer here. Both of our top spots in... both our POVs in top spots.
That
Very
was
nice
really close. Yeah, it looks like a 2-3-4 for Slay right now.
And I do think both baggers, at least one of
them, really
good
cut yet again, for sure.
There has been a DC, and we have been informed that only 9 people in the room. We have talked about it a little bit in the precast. Some of these players have pretty dodgy connections, so unfortunately it might be expected that we're going to have a few resets here.
Some questionable net across the board, actually. But
seems that one of the baggers is going forward. Dots shrooming up into first place here. Alpha hot on his trail. Flavian in 4. It is 2-3-4.
Now 2-3-4 for IF, yeah.
Can we quickly check on Boshi, see if possibly he's the one having shock, or... Oh, well, it seems like it wasn't the case.
That answers that question.
That answers that question, indeed. 2-3-4.
That's a good shock call, because now Dots is able to safely take Shroomless, and then it looks like 2 of them... looks like 2 of them dodged up in the back.
Yeah, really good shock there from Slay, TSing 2-3-4 on the cut. Let's switch over to Flavian here, trying to get eyes a bit more on the mid pack.
Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, Slay is top 3 right now.
Oh, unfortunately hits his teammate there. Was it Dermo that DC'd? I do think
it was definitely someone on the side of IF. But yeah, Slay getting like definitive top 3 right now. They're very... I don't think anything is going to break this up.
Definitely not. Even a blue at this point is not enough. That is a magnificent race there to start off if you're Slay here on one of the...
that's exactly what you want to see. -1 reset for IF and a top 3 to start it off.
Absolutely massive here. I do want to point out that Sherm did absolutely beautifully when it comes to running, aside from that slight mistake at the end. But in all seriousness, he was the front presence for a lot of this, and it really showed. So
I know,
congratulations.
yeah, I was really impressed. Like the way he took Shroomless was like time trial level.
Yeah, that was like genuinely TT lines.
Like
Yeah,
that was textbook.
top 3-7, and with that Dermo DC, we're gonna have to take a little bit of a quick reset, but that is an immediate 20-point swing in favor of Slay on one of IF's probably strongest running tracks, I'd say. They've been picking this for eons at this point. But yeah, unfortunately, a shock in such a tough spot there when your team is so clumped together at the Shroomless is completely devastating.
Right, that's a huge shock from Astro as well. It did everything it needed to. None of them could take Shroomless, and then all three of the Slay members were able to take it and just get broken away.
Yeah, there's really. I wish there was more to analyze here, but it's just like a perfect. It's just a perfect shot call on the side of.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say about it really. Good job on. I do believe it was. I mean, both Chris and Elsooth ended up dodging, which allowed them to just carry on that top 3 fairly easily. Either that, or one of them dodged, and the other simply regrew before the cut. I do think.
Yeah.
Option
Either way, great shot, great first race for Slay.
Yeah, quickly checking the rep chat here. Open already, and of course, as expected, Slay is going to be taking their spots here in
Makes
top
sense.
3. Do you think this is where they break out the SNES BC3, or is it usually picked in different spots?
I think SNES BC3 is kind of like perfect for a top 3 situation. I mean, it's either top 3 or top 2-4 is usually what I would do for SNES BC3, but they might just do it right now and just go for it.
Yeah, would not be surprised by that. It seems like just an extremely strong runner with the amount of boost panels and everything
Right.
that it has. It's just like a little bit of a mix between your usual Bowser's Castle and something like Rainbow Road on RTs, where there's so many boost panels that you can't really catch up in any capacity with your usual Shroom shenanigans.
And it's tracks like that that are just like really broken for running.
Either way, thankfully, it seems that players are reactive enough. We should get back online soon enough. So for the time being, it will be around. Unfortunately, we do not have the table right away. So hopefully, it'll be fixed in due time. But still, should be around a 20-point lead for Slay going into race 2, which is definitely a very nice start for the team that we predicted would be on the back foot for this.
I mean, that's kind of exactly like what I said needs to happen. Like, if they do get shocks, like they need to just be able to capitalize, and that's exactly what they did. It's going to be a hard bagging battle for Astra. So them managing to get top 3 on one of IF's like staple tracks is very good for them.
Yeah. The only way it could be worse is if this was on like Yoshi Lagoon. Then it'd be genuinely devastating because that's like the IF running track. In all seriousness, I'm seeing in chat, I do believe it was agreed upon, just simply to make things easier on both the cast and the players. Just Slay slow. The little second that you take to really analyze the tag could be enough to actually make a difference. So I think both teams simply agree to it, and I'm not going to complain. It makes things a lot easier on us. Has there been? I don't remember agreeing. Oh, never mind. There might be a bit of an issue on it, but
might be a discrepancy.
nah,
That's a callback for you.
It should be
former IF member.
Okay. Either way, I don't think it should be like if they want to report it, sure, but I think it's better for everyone involved. I don't really think it should be too much of a worry. We're gonna have to see. But seems like council is apparently not okay with that. We're gonna have to see how this goes. If council wants to do it, fine by me. But yeah, it seems that since there wasn't any discussion between both teams beforehand, it might be a little breach of rules there by IF/slow. So gonna have to keep an eye on the rep chat. We'll keep you guys updated on that if you're not actively eyeing up the eyeing up the D3 rep chat.
Yeah, lurking rep chat like we are right now. We don't want to let it slide.
Yeah. All right. Either way, important factor here. We have the scores as expected. Slay is up 21 points going into race 2, top 3 positions. This is where you break up. Maybe you're saving it for later, but this might already be the time to press the emergency Mushroom Island button. Granted, you do have the track lists from every team in the division. You're not limited to yours, and there are plenty of pretty typical bagging tracks. I'm thinking Lava Lake on Flag Squad, for example, like those bagging tracks that everyone can play pretty much. So if you don't want to burn your Mushroom Island pick too early, you can simply go something like Lava Lake.
Right.
Easier.
You might want to save that until like maybe like a GP3.
Yeah, like a must-win situation. I do think it could be an option. DS Warrior Stadium, speaking of tracks that aren't necessarily on your track list, Autumn Leaves Way, no, it is on Slow's track list, fair enough. That is another great option here. Getting shrooms early, taking cut the pretty obvious.
DS Warrior Stadium, very classic running track.
DS Warrior Stadium, which is on Flags, speaking of which, Flags track list actually. It seems like Slay and Flags track list have a lot of overlap. Overall, like a lot of tracks that one team picks, the other can pick as well. I've noticed in like
very compatible, yeah.
Yeah, Cruel Angel's Thesis, Strobens, DS Wario, stuff like that. I can see absolutely both teams picking. Obviously, DS Wario is just overall an amazing running track, and it is going to be our choice here. Sherm immediately going to stay in first, and most likely for a lot of this race, if no happen.
He's going to be in first pretty much, especially with his teammates in 2-3, able to just protect him. Actually,
maybe not 2-3, and unfortunately it's short, and it hits Murray. Oh no.
Okay.
This is
Slay is now in top 3. That's an incredibly
That's
incredibly unfortunate.
At the very least, you hit Chris out immediately.
Yeah,
but look at that top 2 already broken.
Yeah, they're just broken away already, and they're just gonna be able to back freely as much as they want.
Yeah, at this point, unfortunately. Obviously, never say never. This is Mario Kart Wii we're talking about, especially considering that I do think... Oh, never mind. Astro is in 10, actually. Boshi in 9.
Yeah, you need something like a Shocker Blue to disrupt this.
Oh, and I've been informed that we have yet another disconnect here, and Flavian pulling TC in 3rd. Oh, he does
manage... Wow, okay.
Passes and forces Elsu.
But even then, that just gives top 2 an even bigger break. I mean, it's good that he was able to pass the TC, but like, it still benefits Slay at the end of the day.
You're pretty much already playing for salvage at this point. I highly doubt that you can catch up.
You kind of just have to play for like a 3, 4, 5 unless you get Blue or Shock.
Was it Dermo that DC'd again? There is a chance. I've not seen him. Another TC. Unfortunate.
One of the reds does actually connect, but like it doesn't even matter.
Oh, actually, maybe.
No, he's just unable to reach.
Chris, yeah, it is. It is Dermo DCing yet again. That's the second DC from Dermo.
Wow, so IF is already officially out of resets after this race.
After 2 races, and it seems like it keeps getting rougher here as Alpha is now the only Bastion here in that top 4, and he is actually suffering from that TC again. It is top 3 from Slay once again. Murray,
I don't think the single green is going to help much here.
I do think Astro has Shock as well. He's gone forward. That POW forces Chris in
Chris has a star.
Could be a Shock late here if Astro has anything. We're going to have to see. I do think he is in dodge, and there it is. And Chris making Murray. It's top 4.
Is that a top 4?
That is top 4 for Slay.
Oh, no. That is not what you want to see if you're IF, aka Slow.
Oh, no. That is a horrendous start if you're IF there. 2 races, 2 disconnects, a top 3 and a top 4.
I'm not going to lie. That bomb play just kind of solidified how the rest of the race was going to go.
Yeah, I think it's just a really early bomb if you're Flavian, because I gotta remember with the boost panels and everything, it's gonna technically always gonna fall short, so to speak.
Exactly, because they're gonna be moving faster. Yeah.
even if you hop throw, it's just not going to be enough. And as you saw,
he only ended up bombing himself in Moray.
yeah, bombing Murray and forcing him into his own red as well, so losing even more time off of that.
Yeah,
just...
that was, and then the top 2 was just broken away, and then the TC3, there was just no hope after that.
Was there 3 TC3s? Because I do think Flavian took 2, and then Alpha took 1. So yeah, definitely not helping.
Yes, yeah. Nothing was on their side there.
We have been told that Leon will most likely sub Dermo. I don't know if it's after this GP or if it's or if it's right now. We're gonna have to see. There might also be a host change. Yeah,
a lot of discussion has happened.
Yeah, a lot of discussion in the rep chat. There might be another reset here. There is going to be another reset, but there might be a room change as well. Dots is going to host this time, and Leon might sub in for Dermo here. Definitely not the kind of sub that you want to see if you're in semis here. Dermo is pretty much your franchise player, so to speak. He is probably the most vocal one in VC, so not having his voice in the chat, not having his voice in the VC, trying to lead the troops a bit, definitely going to impact IF.
Okay.
After
He's definitely been like probably the main face of Slow this season.
I would argue he's been the face of IFCTs for years at this point.
True.
But yeah, that is absolutely a horrendous start if you're IF. You can absolutely still catch up. Obviously, it's only been 2 races, despite the fact that it's been 30 minutes. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to deal with that. But yeah, aside from that, unfortunately, we're just going to have to deal with it. Leon is still a very experienced player. Very just... I don't want to say old player, but he's been playing for a while now. Maybe not as well known in the CT scene, but has a lot of strong fundamentals. And Lucky IF, they have a lot of old tracks, old retros that would definitely benefit Leon's style here. Although I doubt that you'd want to pick DS TikTok clock when your opponent is in top 4, but we're going to have to see what they decide to go with.
So we are seeing Dots is now hosting instead of Sherm.
I wonder if we're gonna I'm trying again. Wonder if we're gonna see Dermo try one last time to join, or if we're gonna press the Leon button early.
I don't know. I think that's just so risky. Like maybe just bring him back for match 2 type angle.
Okay, I forget. I'm so sorry. I definitely should know this. Do resets reset between like match 1 and 2? I do think they do, right? Yeah, okay. So yeah, it might be worth it to just wait till match 2, try and bring it back. Just treat this as a warm-up.
Because one more DC and then you're either 4v5ing or tanking a -20, and you already got top 4 and top 3'd.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just back against the wall. You really don't want to risk having another DC like that.
Down 61 points. That doesn't feel right. Is it that rough? 13.
I mean, top 4-9. What is that? Plus
top 4-9 is
33.
It's 31. Top 4-9.
31. Yeah, it should be like 50 something then, right?
I'm gonna have to see. I do not have eyes on the table, granted, so it might be a miscalc on my end, or it might just be because of the 5v4 point selection. That could also be something that I'm missing. But if we're just going to quickly redo the math, make sure that nothing is wrong on that end. But that is still should be, at the very least, around 50-point lead in favor of Slay before the halfway point of the first GP. So definitely the kind of start that you want here if you're the second seed wanting to take a shot here at the first seed of D3.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot of oh boy, apparently there was a disconnect. Apparently we have a bit of stream delay, but in rep chat it's there's some screaming
already
again. There's some screaming again.
Oh no. Oh,
yeah, this is there was a disconnect.
It on the side of
it might have been seeing how Seeing in rep chat. Yeah, there's a -20. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
and you laughed at me when I said it could take 4 hours, 5
Okay,
hours.
okay. I said I didn't. Okay. Maybe I cursed myself. Maybe I cursed ourselves in the pre-show. Oh, that's Flavian disconnecting. Maybe I cursed ourselves in the pre-show saying that I don't think it would take 3 to 4 hours. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry that I tried to lighten the mood a little bit. So we're down 72 going into race
72.
72 going into race 3.
Wow.
Goodness.
Talk about an uphill battle.
Yeah, that's one way to put it, definitely.
And they're going to be starting in top 4 whenever they do manage to get into race 3. Hopefully within the hour.
All right. Sherm is no, Elsuth, never mind. Elsuth is gonna host.
We're just going through hosts.
We are. He's just quickly gonna change the settings here, seeing if we can maybe find something that sticks here. It seems that pretty much it's juggling between a member of IF who's disconnecting every race, I guess, because Flavian didn't seem to have any issues, maybe net-wise, but definitely not this severe.
Yeah, this is rough, to say the least.
I'm seeing in chat an FF match 1. I don't know. I don't know if I would. At this point,
FF match 1?
I don't. At this point, it might unironically be if you have to FF match 1, it's FF match 1 and reschedule match 2, 3, if you can.
Yeah,
Because at this point,
I would
like this,
agree with that.
like tonight is not playable. Clearly, like you just accept that you take that match 1 loss. We're gonna have to see here. Want to watch the Mario Kart? We want to cast the Mario Kart as well. Unfortunately, it seems that there's no Mario Kart to be cast right now.
I know 2 intense races. Well, funny races. I wouldn't
No,
say CS4
the first one was intense until the shock. Let's be.
The first one was intense. The second one was funny.
Let's be fair. But yeah, in all seriousness, I do think. I mean, I still want to believe that once IF managed to make their connection troubles, once they manage to get it sorted, they should be able to at least fight back a little bit. But 72 points, definitely a very high point differential to come back from after just a couple of races there.
Especially when one of your main runners isn't even going to be playing anymore.
Yeah, this is. On average, this is still 7 points per race, which might not sound that bad, but that still means you need to get on average like top 2, 5, 6 every race or something like that.
Yeah, they kind of just need like a bunch of like winning races. They don't have to be like huge at this point, but another huge race on the side of Slay, and it just becomes that much harder.
Oh, it seems like we have our first call to maybe reschedule the whole thing. Because there might be a little bit of beef there, as Dermo is asking to potentially have the whole thing rescheduled with 3 resets and 2 races. Granted, I don't blame him. That's pretty extreme. Granted, you can't really do much about it. I do think if there is a reschedule, it is guaranteed match 1 win for Slay at the very least. So Slay won't have showed up for nothing, but still pretty unfortunate. Apparently Dermo is in CT Worldwides there, trying to see if his connection is stable or not. Either that or AT is trolling, which there is a chance.
What? No.
Never. Couldn't be.
I know, the Starfall Peanut Gallery is definitely just in rep chat.
Definitely could be. Let me, actually, you know what? Let me check. Is there a way of checking? No, he is. He is indeed in the same worldwide as AT. He is trying to check.
Is in my CT world.
We just checked. We just checked it. He is indeed in same worldwide as AT. Quite a funny story there. But yeah, seemingly it might be just a host issue, and if that's the case, because if Dermo's net is stable in worldwides, we're gonna have to see.
Yeah, Dermo, Delhi, and AT in that worldwide. Honestly, let's just drop the cast and go play with them.
I will possibly do that if the match is canceled. We're gonna have to see. But we
I
still
know, if the match is canceled, join our CT worldwide.
real. Put that back on. But yeah, so we're joining again. Hopefully for the last time of match 1. Let's be hopeful.
I just want to see some gameplay.
Yeah.
That sounds nice right about now.
That sounds very nice. Instead of yapping for about 40 minutes now. Well, I guess we'll say 30 minutes, not counting the 2 races. We'll say 30 minutes.
Yeah, no. Plenty to talk about during the races.
Definitely seems to be. Get off TBD, your team needs you.
Maybe we can cast the CT worldwide instead.
Would it be as stable? Debatable. Okay, we're in room. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate really because I do want to actually come back to a point that you made earlier. The fact that Division 3, at the very least, like the top 3, they definitely seemed very even throughout most of the season. Definitely felt like a lot of pretty much anyone could have taken a top 3 spot. Anyone could have really well, aside from EI, unfortunately 0 points. I'm 0 points. I'm sorry. I'm saying it how it is, but it definitely feels like if Flag won a match against Slow or or any of those teams really, if XV won a match against Slow or Slay, definitely feels like we could have been looking at a very different semifinals.
Yeah, very interchangeable, very close. I predicted Flag making playoffs, so over Slow, I think.
I joined back the game too late. I was too rusty.
I know.
I'm sorry. It's my fault. I didn't.
If Scoped had played every match, we'd be watching Slay versus Flag right now.
Wouldn't have me casting this for sure. But yeah, nice. Come back next season. Trust. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Okay. Enough stalling though. We do have 10 in room once again. We're keeping a close eye on Division 3 rep chat here, seeing if there's any DCs that we can call early on.
Hopefully not. But
I do want to mention that yes, Alpha sucks at Super Battle Golf, as stated in the rep chat. Is important information to be let known.
Right.
No, okay. All seriousness, back at it. Race 3. Hopefully, we'll at least be able to go through a GP before the hour ends. Should be fun, right? Okay, no calls of DC at the very least, so we should be able to make it to the track at the very least. Once again, we were talking about it earlier. Slay most likely. BC3 could be a good shout. Another really big, just running track pick overall. More classic ones, maybe GU Village if they feel like it, or maybe most likely Waluigi Pinball as they've been picking it. Cruel Angel's Thesis on the side of IF there. Without Dermo hitting on it, I'm not too surprised to see it here. Flavian staying on Autumn Leaves way regardless. Granted, his feelings might have changed on it. I may need a quick refresher on that, but I do remember him not liking the track very much when it did come out. And Cruel Angel's Thesis is actually going to be the track pick that is going to be chosen. A little bit of a breather for IF after that brutal Warrior Stadium race. So hopefully that first shroom cut will allow them to get back into the front.
This is actually a track, though, that Slay has drafted before in previous seasons. So it's not a track that they're unfamiliar with, to say the least, but it is a good reset.
Both teams are familiar with it, and Dots not eating that back bomb. Good
job. That's good avoidance.
Alpha chaining a Mega here, possibly going to try and... I was about to say try and kill someone on cut with it, but it doesn't seem like it. Murray forced around with that Star Flavian.
Single shroom is what you want to see there, so Flavian is still able to maintain a decent spot.
We do see Slay in a lot of the top slots, though. 2-3 at the very least.
We do see that.
see
Do we
Murray
see?
behind.
Is
It might.
Slay the one in first?
It
I
might be
think
Leon.
so.
I don't know if I saw Leon in the back there. Oh, Alpha getting back. We're gonna be settled here. Let's see. It is Leon in first.
Oh no, yeah. Okay.
One,
So this
one
is
for
interesting. IF is 1-4 right now.
a big break between 4 and 3, though. Elsus having a bit of a break to try and possibly back Flavin
Right.
away here. Blooper not gonna allow him to counter
And
very
yeah,
much.
if Elsith or Dots have trip shrooms, they'll just be able to take cut up here. Because I don't think I've seen much backing from either of them. Yeah,
Oh.
see, they're both going for cut.
Yeah, that should also chain into the cut at the start, which Flavian should follow them
Right.
after. But that is going to be that first
Right,
place
'cause if
loss
they-
for Leon.
Both have one more shroom, then like it's just gonna be, they're just gonna be in top 2 comfortably. Well, Flavian will still be. Oh,
Leon bumped out, but managed to snipe out Elsuth beforehand. There's Dots taking the cut as expected. Should be out of shrooms by now. Flavian might be able to catch up with one last shroom and possibly a blue shell or anything along those
yeah,
lines.
I think they need a good call, good POW call from Flavian, I assume.
Yeah, that's
so he's
a
able
lot
to
of
keep his
time loss.
shroom.
A lot of time loss. And Boshi has the shock. Thank you, Masako, for bringing our attention to that. Single shroom on that cut doesn't take too much time there, but shock being available should mean that a TS would allow Flavian to get into first place at the very
Yeah,
least.
if they TS Flavian, I mean, if they TS Dots off of the final ramp, then they're able to get first here.
Oh, and he's backed.
And never mind.
A lot of Slay behind him as well. That I believe Slay
Yeah,
is 1-4
Slay
right now.
1-3-4. Yeah.
At this point, you need to play that shock to keep second. Murray
Okay.
can maybe catch up to, at the very least, Elsuth. There's the shock being called. Elsuth gonna lose a lot of time on this. Sherm into the boxes there. Gotta pray for no red.
Yeah, I don't know why they would shock both of the Slay members into set.
Should be good enough still for Murray to get back up there. Green's
yeah, they're
not
still able
connect.
to maintain the 2-3.
2-3, 6-8 or 6-7, I believe, on the side of IF. Not exactly what you want to see if you have the shock on a track like True Angel's Thesis, but unfortunately with Flavian getting back, you can't really do anything more than that.
Yeah, that was a really good back from Dots, because otherwise they would have just been able to like call a TS on him and probably get top 2 for IF.
Very likely. Simply a TS on like any of the last 2 ramps would have been more than enough.
Yeah, they're so lethal. Especially the final one, if you TS them there, and then their Dots would have just ended up like in the dirt. And Mori would have dodged with his Mega in a top spot.
That would have been pretty brutal, but a good call on the side of IF. They're simply playing for 2-3. I think they simply called a bit earlier. Either one of 2 things could have happened. Either one, they went for the TS on the ramp still and hoped that Flavian would somehow be able to catch up by possibly getting a red or something. Or they simply wanted to shock a bit earlier than expected, so there weren't any dodges in the back, which I think both are pretty valid theories in their own way.
I think that's valid. I think they were hoping that Flavian would be able to pull a red shell, maybe, is what they were hoping for.
Yeah. Cubing Conundrum on the side of Slay here, alongside CTR Engine Labs. Seems like we're not too certain on what we want to pick here. Candy Coaster on the side of IF, another pretty classic track pick. And it seems that we are going to see Cubing Conundrum.
Cubing.
I was kind of hoping for Engine Labs, I'm not gonna lie, because it would have been our first time casting. I do believe it would have been our first time casting it here on just on the cast in general, seeing as it was recently unbanned.
Since it just got recently unbanned, that would have been exciting. I'm sure Slay loves that track. They're gonna keep picking it.
We're gonna see it later, but IF immediately in 1-3 here, and Dots fails. That is immediate top 2 on the side of IF.
Wow.
Do we see anyone else on behind their bomb? Flavian does
good bomb
dodge
attempt,
it.
But
Sherm in third. A lot of people. We do see at the very least 2 people taking
the
big.
It depends on who the cut takers are right here.
I do think there should be 1 IF member, so it might be 1 IF, 1 Slay. We're gonna have to see Sherm taking the cut on the left there, managing to pass Murray. Let's see here. We do see Alpha taking the cut, so that is 3, 4, 6 on the side of IF. For now, we're gonna have to see who is in the front, and it is Leon with Chris hot on his trail. So as expected, 1 IF member, 1 Slay member. So that is a really good race for the time being for IF there.
Yeah, Leon's been doing very well since he subbed in. I feel like he's been up there now for both of the races.
Yeah, definitely on both races so far. Granted, both of them have been very much helped by a really big shroom cut. Where hopefully
True.
we're gonna have to see if he can manage to keep that pace for now. Murray.
Yeah,
It,
it really
sorry.
all comes down to who pulls like trip shrooms at that set. And the TC there is very unlucky
Trying
on
to
the
hold
side
on
of Slay.
that Chris eating that TC there, and Flavian taking the shroom cut as well. So Flavian should be probably in 5th or something along those lines. IF should be have all their members in top 5. That POW could be brutal for Flavian.
Oh,
But it gets Sherm off, I believe. That is still top 3 for IF.
yeah, IF is still maintaining that top 3.
Very good race so far. Nana is a bit wide. I don't think it's going to connect onto anyone here,
It's
unfortunately.
just going to come down to like if they get the shroom items that they need in these mid spots to be able to. Oh, the blue shell is very helpful.
Definitely so. Astro still bagging for now in 10th place. No bagger having shock, supposedly. Sherm gonna go for the cut, as well as Chris there. Slay.
Yes,
trying
this
to
cut
make
just
his way
saves
out.
so much. Oh no! No!
Unfortunate timing on the switch there. Unfortunately, Chris is going to be the only Slay member in that top 3 for now. Dots
Yeah.
trying to make up for it. At the very least, Flavian with the shroom should be able to get into top 4.
Yeah, he's able to do the one shroom cut here.
Chris
As well
takes
as
it well.
Chris, yeah.
Leon still in first place, Murray in second. Chris might be able to get into first here. That cut saves a lot of time for a single shroomer. It's going to be close.
Yeah,
He
Chris is in first now.
Third on the side of Flavian. If Leon can get him out, this can still be a huge race. Now, it's all a matter of whether or not Chris can hold with that pressure here. And that POW is going to be
Lethal T-Pow. That's definitely on the side of Slay. Forcing both of... Yeah, now Slay is 1-3.
triple reds, triple greens. Not going for the...
Oh, and a Slay shot coming out as well. Wow.
Very late Slay shock, but working out beautifully. We did see Astro was in 10 for a lot of this track after all. And
Yeah, is
unfortunately...
that going to be like a 1-4-5, 1-3-4 or something like that on the side of Slay?
Definitely going to be a really good race for them off the back of that. A great T-Pow on them. Amazing T-Pow there, just getting 2 people out immediately, allowing Dots to get into third. And I do believe that Elsuth managed to make his way into that top 4 as well. So you should be correct there, unless there was a really big shakeup by Leon at the end. We're going to have to see. But yeah, overall, extremely close race, really even all throughout. But as you can see on this track, that single shroom cut saved so much time. It simply allowed Chris to just get up there. 1-3. Oh, it seems that Elsuit actually failed at the end. Unfortunately, it is going to be 1-3-5-6.
1-3-5-6. It's just because I know Flavian was doing the end strat, which I know that saves time, and both of Elsith and Sherm, they both had to go around it.
Yeah.
So that's why it always gets weird at the end of that track.
It's pretty much Banished Keeps ending strat, just a lot more open.
Exactly.
A lot more open, so it can be kind of
It
confusing.
is reminiscent of Banished Keep, yeah.
But yeah, that is another good race on the side of Slay. Now we're up 75 going into race 4. Good news. No DCs for the first time. For the first time this match, no DCs at the end of the race, so we should be able to just keep going for now. Candy Coaster picked once again by IF and Spooky Swamp by Slay. There's an interesting one. Is it on their list? I might have not I might have just not spotted it. No, it isn't.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick. It's a Lazarus pick. It's not one that I expected coming from them at Candy Coaster is going to be the pick there for IF, which is also not on their list. I believe it is on Slay's list, if anything. But still really good spots there. You're easily able to at least have 2 members just taking the box early, taking that shroom cut, getting up there, and just running from here. Gonna have to see what Leon and Flavian can do in 2-4 to try and contest a little bit there. Chris should be able to just run here. Murray getting into second place already. There's a TC.
Oh, the TC pass.
Ooh, nice attempt there. And he does pass it.
He does manage to pass it back, though, yeah. Oh,
that is an extremely...
They're kind of just taking each other out of the race.
Yeah, pretty much. That was extremely awkward position there. Elsuth in fourth. We do see another Slay member in second there. So that should be... that one doesn't connect, actually. It should still be a 1-3 on the side of IF so far. Unfortunately, it seems that someone failed the strat.
Yeah,
Not
so now
Alpha.
Slay is going to be in 2-3-4.
I do believe it is, unfortunately, it should be Flavian actually failing the strat there in third place. So simply allowing Slay to... No, it's not Flavian, sorry, what am I saying? But yeah, that member failing the strat there. Leon thankfully managed to catch back up a little bit, dodging those two reds, surprisingly dodging the second one. Didn't expect that. Sherm having only one more red and a blooper to get him before the cannon will not be able to
Interesting.
connect.
Interesting to opt to use a POW there for I don't know which team that was, but I feel like this track is so easy to T-POW on.
I do think it's probably an IF POW for Leon to hold on to some shrooms. I think that's what I'm thinking at the very least.
That's a good guess, yeah.
Because Alpha has enough of a lead at this point that he should be fine without getting T-Powed. So I think
Right.
they're just better off with Leon holding onto his shrooms and possibly getting into top 3. We're gonna have to see.
That's true.
No.
Or maybe not. Wow, Slay going into are they in top 2? Yeah.
They're top 3 now, with Alpha possibly getting muscled out. Red going to be thrown at Elsuth, not going to connect either, and this is why...
Oh, Blue coming in, though.
Was it dodge and cannon? It was!
No. Was it?
It was!
Wow.
Oh, an immediate bomb by Alpha!
That's a
Amazing bomb by
lethal
Alpha.
bomb. Hitting 2 Slay members out there.
Great play by Alpha there, allowing his team to get back up into that top 4 position.
I think IF is still bottom 2, though.
Going double back bomb once again.
Oh
But
my...
yeah.
Wow. Is this going to be a 1-3-4 for Slay? Top 2?
Ooh, this might be a lag.
That's going to be close.
And I do think Alpha is still going to hold up to second due to green-blue line difference. So it should be 1-3-4 on the side of Slay.
Which again, another winning race for Slay.
Yeah, this has just been a massacre overall, and this time it's without any shocks on Candy Coaster, which usually are the sources of these really big races where you just get a really big dodge in the cannon there and you just go from here. Alpha with the hero play with that bomb, managing to get 2 Slay members, but apparently not enough, unfortunately, as Leon just gets backed on the cut there, and that is a 1-3-4 on the side of Slay, and that gap, ladies and gentlemen, it just keeps widening.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, it just becomes that much harder every single time they get another winning race. Like, it's just, your chances just become lower and lower.
That was a pretty nuts golden pull from Sherm, I gotta say, to get into top 3
True.
there. But yeah, regardless, extremely strong performance from Slay overall, managing to get into the top slots early. Great dodge of the blue in the cannon there. Really tight cannon to get a blue dodge on.
I know, that was very precise. And then also, yeah, I do think now, looking back, it might have been a Slay POW. Because they both kept their shrooms in cannon. And I think that was the goal there. So I think it made sense.
We just simply misinterpreted the timing there. But yeah, it did get Sherm really early before cannon. So I do think it managed to just simply get the Slay members in cannon and allowed them to keep the shrooms.
Allowed them to get into top 2. So it was perfect for them.
Yeah, it seems that there's just been a really great use of Interstellar Laboratory. At this point, I do think IF is in full burn mode.
Yeah, I do agree.
I think that's what's going on with Candy Coaster, Interstellar, like both Slay tracks are just in full burn mode. I don't think it's necessarily that bad of a call. You're getting warmed up. You already are 100 points down. You might as well just try and burn a few tracks that your opponent is really strong in. But I gotta say, Slay have just been looking extremely strong when it comes to their power items overall. Like, unfortunate timing, but
you were saying
we were talking about team play, not an individual play, so it's fine. But yeah, those POWs, those shocks, just overall every global item that Slay has been using has just been to extremely strong effect, and really shows in the result of this race so far. Thankfully for Sherm, this is pretty bag. This is a pretty bag heavy track.
Right.
So
this is it's probably fine.
Oh, and
yeah, I do agree. Slay's been having very good communication with these POWs and shocks.
Double
back bombing both IF members.
And Flavian with that TC as well. Alpha's the only one up there that can save them for this race.
Top 2-4 for Slay. It's
definitely an IF POW. Alpha now in second place with that POW as well, because they managed to get Chris off. Elsuth with that TC, they're not going to be able to pass it to Flavian, so that is 2-4 on the side of IF, but Alpha gets backed, I believe. Yeah, Alpha getting
Yeah,
back,
so
unfortunately,
back in the
into
top
24.
2 for Slay. Oh,
Ooh, Lord.
that
That-
was scary.
That was an attempted murder on his attempted fracture side, if I could call it as such, by Alpha there.
Yeah, Flavian lucky to get out of that alive.
Is he going for a cut? He is.
He
A little bit of
is.
a slow exit, but still some time gain. I do believe I saw a blue indeed. It is going to connect onto dots that it should be 2-3 on the side of. Oh,
Oh,
that did
oh,
connect onto two
wow.
Slay members. Was that an IF bomb? It connected onto two
I
Slay
think it
members.
had to be. I think IF is now top 4 after that bomb. It hit 3 Slay members.
Top 4, 3 members of the top 4 at the very least, because Flavian was the one unfortunate enough to get hit by it. Will we see a late shock there? Sherm with triple shrooms should be able to get up there if there is none. Seems like it. Both teams in stars and dodge is not going to connect. Sherm, unfortunately,
Oh,
is Flavian able to pass it off of them? Oh, he is.
yeah.
Really unfortunate.
That was a wow, crazy race.
A little bit of individual fails there on the side of Sherm. There were quite a few on this one on a track that's supposed to be a Slay classic, but huge hero plays on the side of IF there. That bomb, I do believe it was by Leon. By process of elimination, it seems to be the most likely.
Yeah.
Insane bomb onto 2 of Slay members, and
I mean,
Flavian
yeah,
still
3
manages to
for
not
1
get past.
trade basically.
Absolutely massive there. Flavian, unfortunately, a bit of sacrificial lamb in that regard, but you still get you still get 7th, so you can't really be too mad about it.
That might be their first winning race by the looks of it.
And it is 1-3-6-7 on the side of IF off the back of a no shock race. Really, congratulations for IF finally getting some points on the board, and you still have half the match to try and get back up there. And you got to consider the fact that you've been handed some really some tracks that you maybe not be familiar with in general, simply because of the
Right.
fact that it was Interstellar Laboratory, Candy Coaster. You're simply just trying to burn stuff at this point. GB Ribbon Road, Showbenz, both teams are trying to just get the burns out at this point, really.
Burning Weemfi Wonderworld.
I mean, it is an IF staple.
No, yeah, I agree with that play. I would want to burn Weemfi too.
There it is. But yeah, speaking of, at this point, I think you can just get back into the we need to win this match mentality, because with that, you have the momentum on your side. You still have half the war to go.
Yeah, like in theory, they still do have, like you said, half the war, so they could come back and win. Half the war is still yet to be played.
Yeah, I think at this point, if you're IF, you're giving it a couple more races, and then you go back into full burn mode.
If it's like one more like losing race, then at that point it's just like full burn. Just burn any track you can going into match 2 and 3.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I think at this point you're still not out of it. I've seen people come back from like 100-point deficits before.
Double back bomb on the side of IF, brutal.
Bottom 3 to start.
I believe Alpha. Yeah, Alpha, the only one up there.
I think you've said that sentence quite a few times.
Yeah, I did mention consistent top scorer, extremely strong individual player for this division. Ooh, a little bit of miscommunication there. Leon thankfully managed to catch up. Oh no, that is I can't say I've never made that mistake before. It does look pretty deceiving, that half bike.
Yeah, I've definitely done the same thing.
Cuts off really early, and that is now top 2 for IF. Will we see an early shock in the cannon? No, both baggers still going backwards and extremely close. It seems like Flavian should keep that first place for a while longer there. No one hitting the pokey on this cycle, thankfully. Let's switch over POVs really quickly, as Flavian should stay into first for the time being. Sherm with another golden. We've seen him hold a lot of these, it seems like. Should allow him to get to top 2 at the very least. He does dodge that
able
pal,
to
thankfully.
dodge.
I think it simply meant to prevent Chris from possibly taking the cut. That is going to be 3-4 on the side of Slay there, with Sherm making his way up there, but it's still not enough to catch up to Alpha. They have a really big lead at this point. Will we see a back on landing? We will. Great back by Alpha.
Good Nana, yeah. That's going to be a disruptor. And yeah, I mean, at this point, this is a track they're comfortable on. Like, if they get like and they're holding blue.
Holding
If
blue.
they get like a solid race here, then like, yeah, they're not out of it. And they have
Boshi has
shock.
shock. This is amazing. That's top 3 for IF at this point, and I do expect...
Yeah, this is like what you want to see if you're IF. You have shock, you have blue.
I do expect that Murray should be holding... I mean, he is holding onto blue, but maybe trying to get into
But even just like a top 3-8 is still like great start. Oh,
There's the shock. I think we simply got... Oh no, I see. I think we got Murray into... Exactly, we got Murray into set. He is the only one we got here that is going to be top 4 on the side of IF there for the time being. Hopefully, hopefully we won't regret it with a late blue.
That is risky though, because like now blue is back in play, and you really don't want to see like Slay get blue here if you're IF.
Ooh, those triple res are
high
scary.
Reward though.
Triple res are scary. Alpha does block them. Thankfully.
This bomb could put in some work.
Does not connect.
Went too far.
Shock happens yet again, and I do think... No, Leon stays in 8th. That was a play dodge. That is top.
So it kind of just... They got the same race they would have gotten regardless, I think.
Yeah, it's... I think... I don't know what happened to Leon. I think Leon simply died around the cuts in some way because he seemed really far behind. He wasn't that top 3, and suddenly he was all the way in the back. So I do think it was still a correct play from IF because Flavian was so far gone that you could probably afford the risk because you need big races at this point. So I think securing that top 3 by making sure no one else can take the cut is definitely a decent play by them.
And there's still like such a lead that they have to make up, but yeah, that's just a really good start. And I think at this point, even now, you still like maybe you start picking, if you're IF, you start picking your own tracks at this point, or even just like neutral tracks, like because they could still very much win this, and I think it would be like a disservice to not play like you can still win.
DK wins SBC3. Nope, both teams are still mirroring.
Both teams still want to
still mirroring each other's track picks. Granted, if you're IF, you are picking. You are.
Yeah, they're still picking a
track.
strong running track.
That's still
it's not like runner. They're like.
No, you're obviously not throwing at this point, but SBC3 or DK Ruins or Mushroom Island, the lone Mushroom Island, not gonna be
DK Ruins.
Most likely going to be a little bit of a bag there if you're Alpha. Going to have to wait a little bit, try and possibly get a Shroom. Let's do a little wager here. More or less than 2 people failing the cuts.
I say exactly 2 people are going to fail cut.
Okay, we're going to have to... we'll make sure to keep an eye on that. As expected, both baggers... waiting to make sure possibly...
Well, let's see right now.
All right, Leon and Sherm being the first 2 to hop into the wall there.
And they both make it.
Making it a little bit of a awkward landing there on the side of Leon. It looks like... Well, that might just be lag. But Leon in second for the time being. And I do think Slay are actually in 1-3-4 for the time being.
Yeah, I do think they're in 1-3-4 right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
1-3-4 on the side of Slay. And Sherm having 2 mushrooms as well, so he can... If he's able to hold these until cut and make it again.
I do think Leon should have more shrooms as well. Great back on the side of Dots.
Wow. Very good play from Dots. Yeah, now Slay is just top 3.
Going all the way to the wall there, predicting that his...
a little misplay.
A little bit of team kill. I assume just letting Sherm into first place to possibly tank the blue as early as possible.
Right. And made cut again. Yeah.
4 more people.
Very good cut.
And all of them making the cut, actually.
Wow. No one is respawning.
No one failing cuts so far. Sherm's getting... Sherm possibly got bumped off. He did. That is top 4 for IF.
IF is in top 4.
Off the back of a quadruple Shroom cut take, and Sherm getting bumped off by iFlavian, and Boshi having
shock.
That is possibly the catalyst for the IF comeback.
Yeah. This is looking like a top 4 in the making.
Leon, no. What happened?
Leon hitting the barrel.
Possibly. Sherm.
You might have to call a shock and like TS the people going for cut.
No, someone hit the...
Yeah, which they do. But 2 Slay members might have dodged.
Chris dodged and Elsuf dodged as well.
Yeah, they both dodged.
I don't know
if that's like... You kind of have to at that point, though,
Yeah.
because either both Slay members are about to take cut or two Slay members dodge. There's really no winning in that situation.
There's no winning, and unfortunately, I think it was kind of forced as well by Leon simply failing and eating the Fib that was on the cut, falling off,
Yeah.
and forced that Shroom cut. Granted, it is still top 2, 4, 5 for the time being. If there's a back that can be made onto Chris there, or a late shock that can be called, it doesn't seem like it, unfortunately. It is still
No.
top 2, 4, 6 off the back of that shock by
That's still
IF.
a good race for IF.
Absolutely, that's still exactly what the doctor ordered at this point, and you're gonna need a little bit more than that. But you still have
Yeah,
4
you're gonna
races
need
to
a
do
few
it.
more of those.
You have 4 races to do it, and at this point, you're probably down around 50. I want to say something along those lines, 55 maybe,
58. It looks like. Yeah.
close to that in 4 races, 15 points per race, still technically doable. But yeah, very much.
It is hard. It is a hard ask, though. But yeah.
Still definitely very much of a potential ask from IF there. And at this point, are you still playing for the burns at this point? Granted, you've already gotten Interstellar Laboratory, you've already gotten Cuban Conundrum and Candy Coaster, you've gotten a lot of tracks that Slay
True.
have enjoyed picking throughout the course of the season. So maybe it's time to switch gears at this point. Maybe go for one race.
I agree. I would, if I'm IF at this point, I'm picking tracks that, because if they can manage to snag a win here, that is so powerful. I really don't agree with them unless they've been practicing SNES VC3. Because look, even Slay is picking a track that they like frantic to try to just secure a win.
Yeah, at this point, Slay just realizing that the comeback is very much possible and simply trying to stop the hemorrhaging before he gets too much. And it is going to be Frantic Farmyard that ends up being picked here. A track that I've frankly only seen picked by PL as the only other team I've seen picking this, if I'm being honest. But still very
Slay
much.
loves it.
Out of curiosity, have you seen any of these players take the TT cut at the end of this track or not?
I think Elsith and Chris are both capable of doing it. Because I've seen Elsith has a good time on this track, I do believe. And Chris has practiced it as well.
Okay, gonna have to keep a close eye on that then, because that can definitely be an X factor.
Yeah, because those are the two that I know are able to do it. And yeah, that red is lethal, able to pass the TC.
And is
Leon's just going to be gone in 8th.
Not off the track, but still very much gone, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. And this time surrounded by teammates, you kind of have to eat that.
You just have to go for a box and hope it's a star or something. Oh!
Lucky. Thankfully, that star should allow him to stay there. And Murray also getting hit as well, so it is looking like it's only top 2 on the side of IF there, and that blue is not going to help matters.
Wow.
Alpha.
Yeah, and they're throwing it, so yeah, because Alpha got hit out as well, so the only IF member who's in first right now is about to get blued.
Indeed, a lot of cuts being taken there on the side.
How in 8th as well is very interesting.
Oh, could be a POW like here, or maybe just a little bit later. Possibly on landing? Simply
I
just hold it. Simply
Flavian does have a TC as well. This could be really bad.
This red is going to connect. POW in 8th. This could be really bad as well.
Yeah, I think Slay is top 3.
Oh, did Murray just back Alpha?
What? That was not a Slay member.
Yeah,
Slay is top 3 right now. Did Murray just back Alpha?
I think Murray's cortisol levels might have spiked for a little bit.
Wow. If Slay manages to secure a top 3 here, at that point, the match is basically over.
Definitely very much cooked, I would say. That Mega as well. Can we get a quick check on Boshi here really quickly? See what the bagging battle is looking like. Boshi in 10 with, it's
not able to pull it though. Asher might just be holding on to it at 9.
There is a chance. We're going to have to see. If Shrimp dodges after this cut... Oh, he's not going for a cut at all. Interesting. I do not believe they have then, because if not, Shrimp would not be holding this. Flavian with the
IF definitely does not have it. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely not. Really unfortunate
there.
Oh,
unfortunate.
And
Slay did have it. Oh, Slay is about to get a top 4.
That is top 4 with Boshi in 10. That is
unless Moray can disrupt it, then yeah, that's a top 4 on the side of Slay.
I do not believe, that is top 4, and that should
be...
Yeah,
it's over at this point.
while mathematically not over, at this point it is very much mentally over if you're IF after the top 4. Unfortunate that Boshi didn't pull it really, because with that bill, Flavian might have been able to salvage something, possibly even catch up to first.
Right, if he was able to pull there.
Yeah, and with that top 4, we do have confirmation in the rep chat that it is NFF on the side of IF. With that last burn of Frantic Funyard, well, technically self-inflicted burn.
True.
You do have a lot of cards at this point. If you're IF, you have a lot of tracks that you maybe aren't comfortable with, that Slay have already played this match. So maybe feeling a little bit more comfortable going into match 2. We're gonna have to see if Dermo can come back onto the pitch here instead of staying on the bench. We're gonna have to see. Although Leon, granted, for his lack of custom track experience, the points might not show it, but he hasn't been performing that bad, to be honest.
Right, and as far as track picks go, I think it was honestly pretty even. And Slay did manage to burn Weemfi Wonderworld and DK Jungle as well.
Yeah, you at the very least have a couple of those burns indeed with Weemfi Wonderworld is just overall a very obscure track, and DK Ruins, it's a matter of just experience. IF have played it so much that they know the theory around playing it so much that you're kind of just at a disadvantage by just a lack of raw experience on it. So it is nice to see, at the very least, for Slay getting those burned as well. Ruinated Peach's Castle is going to be the track that we sit DC on while we wait for the second match to start. But yeah, overall, I gotta say, even with that, let's be honest, horrendous start for IF, let's not sugarcoat it. If you're down 70 by race 2, there is
that's kind of insane.
We'll call it what it is. But yeah, I do think that they still managed to be pretty competitive, especially towards the latter half of the match. Unfortunately, obviously, due to the early woes and that -20, you're kind of forced to just take it. But I wouldn't count them out just yet. They're definitely capable of, at the very least, taking one match off of Slay despite of all those issues.
Right, and yeah, I mean, a lot of the races, from what it looked like, they were very like polarizing. Like it would be like either a Slay top 3 into like an IF top 4. Like it was very back and forth with big dramatic races.
Yeah, definitely. They, aside from the DC races at the start, every race definitely felt at the very least close. That's for sure. There were a lot of races that felt that they could have gone either way.
Right.
So overall, I'm really excited to see what we're gonna cast match 2 and possibly match 3 there.
It'll be interesting to see if they put Dermo back in or not.
Yeah. Really quickly, while we wait for the said DC, I'm just gonna we're just gonna go for a really quick 2-minute break. Get your waters, get your snacks ready. Thankfully, as we've seen, we haven't seen any more DC since then, so hopefully it'll be a lot smoother than the first match, and we'll just be able to keep on rolling. But for the time being, I'll just let you guys have your little quick break. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The break is officially over. As you might have seen during this little pause there with this little bit of banter from Sherm. It was not our stream host, it was the stream footage from Sherm. I do want that to be noted. Dermo is back in the lineup instead of Leon, hopefully without any resets. We're going to have to see how long that lasts or how long it'll take for me to bite my tongue. In all seriousness, Mystique, what do you think about this match 2? What do you think are we going to see a match 3? Do you think Slayer are gonna take it away in 2 games?
I think it's kind of hard to judge that first match just because when you're down that much going into like race 3, it's like you could have the strongest mental in the world. If you're down like 70 going into a race 3, you're not going to be playing at full capacity no matter what. So I think if we go on like an even playing field with no DCs, a neutral start, I think it's going to be a lot closer and a very different story. So I don't know.
Yeah, I do think IF should be able to get back into, at the very least, match 3. We're going to have to see if they can close it out. Thankfully, they do have Dermo back in the lineup, being fresh off a bit of CT Worldwide warming up.
Oh, he's warmed up. He's ready to go.
He is ready. And Dark Matter Shrine is going to be our first pick there by Slay, a track that I know they've been picking for pretty much years at this
They've been
point.
picking this since before Slay was even invented.
Yeah, since this friend group was a thing, pretty much. But yeah, 2 extremely common track for 2, 3, 4. Sherm immediately going for the cut and succeeding barely. Dots
wow, Slay just instantly getting into top 2 there.
Very nice from them. And on Dark Matter Shrine, you can pretty much, I would say on the older version you could just run, but as you can see, the Shroom Cut is getting up there, and it does.
That saves a bit.
And
someone is off
failed.
on the.
Yeah,
it's Slay top 4.
That was an IF member, absolutely. So that was absolutely.
This is not what you want to see if you're IF.
Definitely not. Let's go to
top 3 break, and I'm pretty sure Chris is in 4th.
Yeah, definitely. So let's switch over to a very quick IF POV. Try and see. Yeah, that is definite. Oh no, Chris is in 5th. Actually.
Okay, Chris is in 5th, but still top 3-5 this early, and Dermo DC'd.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What the hell is going on?
I'm getting deja vu.
I'm getting dizzy at this point. Flavian, thankfully able to take the double Shroom Cut with Alpha.
Yeah, the Shroom Cut. Ooh!
Almost
use the Shroom to recover, but yeah.
I don't know.
It's not looking as bad as the other race 1 last match looked. IF is in 2-3 right now, but yeah, Dermo DCing immediately right away. Might not be a host issue, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Dermo. He went into CT Worldwide to CT fine, and that is Alpha, possibly team sniping, like trick sniping.
That was either a trick snipe or Alpha backing.
Either way, Slay now in 3, 4, 5 off the back of that,
and
all of them
is out of the race. Oh,
very nice shock though. Should allow actually Flavian into 1st and Alpha into 2nd, possibly.
Yeah.
That is top 2 for IF.
Yeah, this is honestly, if they manage to secure top 2 here, that's a salvage.
Very nice. And honestly, at this point, unless we see even 2 blue, I think you would need 2 blues at this point because 1 blue should not be enough to get Flavian out.
I think this is a guaranteed top 2 unless someone like drives off.
Alpha, the little trick snipe, allowing his teammate to take a star and dodge up into the pack. Totally normal and totally planned by Flavian, by Alpha there. I'm sure, master of his craft.
No, he planned that. He knew what he was doing.
Absolutely planned that. But yeah, no seriousness, top 2, bottom 2 on the side of IF. So still a winning race in spite of the DC. Definitely what you want to see.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing Dermo getting subbed out again.
I can't cast my goats. This is so unfortunate. But yeah, that is definitely going to be no Dermo for the rest of this match. I very much doubt it. I've not checked ref chat, but it must be a complete war zone.
You should sub out whoever is making Dermo DC. Honestly, just cancel and reschedule if Dermo is not going to be able to play.
You can let us know who is doing that. Yeah, it's yeah, so as expected, it's going to be a reset. It is going to be possibly Leon playing for Dermo once again. Dermo just not
Yeah.
allowed to play the game tonight. Unfortunate. That is going to be the IF flying by without his captain for the second time tonight. Though they have been some clear winning races on the side of IF, whether last match or even this one with the top two. Granted, it was off the back of an alpha outplay and a dodge from Flavian, but still very much appreciated that top two, bottom two here IF there, getting at
Yeah,
the very
that's
little bit of a lead.
yeah, getting a winning race on like one of Slay's strongest tracks with a DC is impressive.
It is going to be possibly a hold spots once again. Yeah, it is going to be a hold spots for IF there, staying in top two, bottom two. Yeah, gonna have to see just how they managed to do it without Leon. Leon is in VC for IF, as we can see here on Flavian's overlay, so most likely gonna immediately go and sub in for Dermo here.
Yeah, avoid anything happening like.
Yeah, at this point you've done enough. you've done all you can do, and just accept that
Yeah,
you don't want another -20.
Dermo has single-handedly taken 3 resets and a -20.
Yeah, at this point you just kind of accept it.
You cut your losses.
But yeah, still very much pretty decent start for IF. Top two, bottom two, they do still have some pretty decent tracks to pick in those spots. Even with Leon, as we've seen, he's still able to do some of the strats that we've seen other players take on more old tracks, such as obviously DK Ruins being the biggest example of that, which we've seen in
Right.
the previous
Yeah.
match.
Leon isn't like bad player by any means. He's solid for this div. Like he's not even like it's not even like, oh, we need a sub. Like
Yeah, no, it's.
he's
I'm just
he's
more
very
so
close to
afraid.
being main for their team anyways.
I'm just more so afraid of like just in general the amount of practice that he's had on newer CTs.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
true.
I'm not exactly sure the amount of practice that he's had on that. I might be wrong on it, and if I am, then so be it. Strike me down.
True.
But yeah, that could be the issue here, and it makes track picks a lot scarier if you're IF in those spots here.
True. At least hey, cubing's already out of the way, and I'm pretty sure that's the only like new track that's in the D3 track list.
Yeah, cubing's out of the way already, so that's definitely an advantage. Even then, Leon wasn't doing too bad on it, so maybe I'm just over exaggerating if I am fair enough. 7
No,
8
he'll be fine.
7 8 should join soon. We should get back into the race, and this time with Leon should not have as many issues as with Dermo. So hopefully we will be able to finish this whole BO3 before midnight. Bold claim, I know. Midnight for me, I would like to mention. Obviously, for Americans watching this, it's not going to be as much of an issue. In all seriousness, yeah, we're just waiting for Leon to join. Yeah, Dark Matter Shrine, just you could absolutely see, because it has the reputation of being this bonkers running track that, like, if you're ahead,
Right.
you're just gonna stay ahead. But with the shroom cuts that have been added, honestly, I feel like this reputation has been completely shattered.
Yeah.
As you saw, Slay, if there was no shock here, they were just all of them were taking double cut and they were just in top 4.
Yeah. Yeah, without that shock, it would have been at least a top 3 on the side of Slay.
Yeah, absolutely. Around a 20-point swing or something along those lines, or close to that.
Right, because if they had, it would have literally been deja vu if they had started with another top 3 in Dermo DC.
Just waiting for Astro at this point. Shouldn't take too long. Still taking quick peeks in the rep chat. Alpha blaming the IF tag for all of these troubles honestly could be pretty valid. We should be able to. we should
It's
look
a
into that.
cursed tag.
It is a very cursed tag. Many D1 RT fans will tell you that tag was cursed for quite a few years. But yeah, should be in 10. Readies have been called. We should get back into the match fairly quickly here. And with IF holding the lead for the first time this entire BO3,
I know.
they have the momentum.
Is that their third winning race?
Might be a bit more than that. I think it is their fourth or fifth.
I don't think they had that many.
Maybe I am wrong on that. They had Weemfi. No, they had Interstellar as well. No, it is. They had Interstellar as well.
That's true.
Yeah, no, it's their fourth. I believe is their fourth.
Okay. So nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, nowhere to go but up at this point. That is.
They're winning. This is the best position they've been in since the semifinals started.
Alright, anyways, Yoshi Lagoon expected, Stroben's Illusion also expected by Slay, and it is going to be the track that ends up being picked. IF did pick this track at one point, so they're definitely not unfamiliar with it. Maybe a bit, maybe a bit of love and hate in that regard, but they still definitely know how to play it, and I do expect to see maybe Alpha bagging a little bit in the mid spots there with Flavian just going for it, or the other way around. It seems that Flavian is simply going to go for it.
This is, when I think of tracks for Slay 1, it's this and Dark Matter Shrine, realistically.
Yeah, and both of them immediately being chucked out at the start. Two members of Slay going around cut, seemingly not taking the cut as well. Alpha also going around. Will we see a single shroom cut being taken? It does seem like it. Who has it been picked by? It was by
Elsa. Yeah.
So 1-4.
So he's going to be comfortably in first for right now. IF in 2-3. Or is Sherm? Yeah, no, Sherm is in third.
Yeah, Sherm forced him out. So Flavian alone in that top 3 for now, trapped between Sherm and Elsuth here. Fib on landing, not quite connecting onto anyone, actually, surprisingly. Not as deadly of a Fib as I thought it would have been.
I know. I'm probably landing on that person. Oh, and a blue coming out. Pretty early blue shell as well, so now Flavian's going to be able to get into first.
Yeah, early blue shells, and we have not seen that many blues overall on the side of just anyone, really. But as you can see, Slay hot on Flavian's trail. They're 2, 3, 4, 5. They
this is,
blood.
I'm telling you, this is just one of Slay's best tracks, like, all around. They're just really good at it.
This point, Flavian just needs to hold as long as possible. And
and if you look at the pack, bottom 3 is just so far gone. Ooh, Dots is off there. Good back from Flavian.
Very nice indeed, but Sherm should be able to get into first here. Granted, Flavian does have an item here. Actually, not in first. Flavian
he might just have to shroom, and he might just have, Oh!
It gets nanned by
Flavian.
Flavian.
With the shroom, though.
Just great over... Oh, Boshi having the shock. Thank you, Masako, for showing us that really quickly. And it is the dodge in first. Yeah, just...
Okay.
Securing Flavian's first place. Top 3 too far gone. Kind of have to do this.
It might just... Yeah, I think they're just trying to, like, salvage what they can. A blue shell... I don't even think that matters. At this point, they'll need to.
It doesn't due to the shock dodge. If there was no shock dodge, that blue absolutely would have mattered. So yeah, thankfully for Flavian, enough of a lead that it does not matter for this race specifically. Just go around, do not force that strat. Never mind, Flavian just makes it. And he does get...
Hey, if you got it, you got it.
Absolutely. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 on the side of Slay here, with the entirety of IF just stuck in the back. Actually, might be wrong. Actually, I do think I saw a Slay member close to an IF member ahead of Murray. We're gonna have to check.
Maybe.
Either way, just Flavian.
But at the very least, it's 2, 3, 4 for Slay.
Flavian just absolutely saving IF there with that double back onto both Dots and Sherm there.
Yeah, the back onto Dots, and then Sherm's misplay with his shroom, it kind of just cemented, like, 2, 3, 4, 6 for Slay.
Yeah, I was right. I did see a Slay member ahead of Murray. So 1-5 IF salvaging a little bit thanks to Flavian's heroics. Still not the race that you would want, but it is, as you mentioned, onto one of Slay's strongest track picks, which are going to be off the table for the rest of this match and the next one potentially. So this is a very big thorn out of their side.
Yeah, but I mean, I do agree though that I think it's good for Slay to just go all out because they really just have to win this match. IF might want to play more conservative with their tracks and maybe try to hold on and salvage something. But I think with Slay, you just go all out. You pick all your best tracks. You do anything you can to just secure the win now.
Yeah, secure in 2 while you still have the mental edge, while you still have them recovering off of such a tough loss. Mushroom Island
Exactly.
is going to be the pick. DS Warrior Stadium, if it's a repick, that's -20. And it doesn't
Oh,
seem like it's going to be picked.
nope,
No,
we're not getting all the way back.
no. So that is Mushroom Island. There's the other big IF track. If you're thinking of IF CTs, Mushroom Island pretty synonymous with it. Overall, even without Dermo on their lineup, still pretty expected to see it, especially in 1567. Flavian's going to have a big chip on his shoulder there, trying to hold on to the top spot for a while. A lot of people already taking that Shroomless cut. Slay, maybe not familiar with it as much. We do see a lot of IF up there. I think it's almost top 5, actually.
Yeah, at this point it's top 3, but yeah, the Shroom cut. 3 Slay members taking Shroom cut.
Shroom still in 5th place, actually, managing to Shroom all the way
Yeah,
up.
so 2-4-5 for Slay.
And another golden in 5 for Shroom.
Wow. Very good pull.
Leon is going to be able to stay into 3rd there, and 1st is still IS for the time being. So honestly, I thought I saw Chris. No, someone else fell. Someone else.
IF is 2-3. I mean, IF is top 2 now.
Yeah. Top 2
Chris got hit out.
Yeah, Leon managed to hit out Chris there. Sherm with that golden in 3rd now, with Chris failing the Shroomless a little bit. So that should allow Sherm to get into 1st place.
Yeah. He's definitely just going to be able to get into 1st.
It is still relatively close, though. Thankfully, we do get the chain off of that, and if we're able to back Flavian here, beautiful back from Sherm.
Yeah, that's very good on the side of Sherm.
Ooh, that was brutal.
Oh!
We didn't touch it. And Boshi has shock. The very strat heavy, and
and Murray has a mech, and IF is 2-3-4. This is looking like a very good race for IF.
Absolutely. Alpha slowing down there, trying to potentially get a Shroom, but that is absolutely massive there. Leon goldening up.
Yeah, getting a Mega in like 4th here is just so huge.
This is absolutely just let Alpha take cut if he has Shrooms, and then immediately call it angle if you're IF.
And cancel the TC, which it looks like that's what they're gonna end up doing.
Leon is not
very lucky for them to get blue there as well. That's exactly what they need.
If that's as a red,
wait, but Chris dodged the blue with a ground star that Astro dropped.
Great play from Astro, indeed.
Wow, that's a huge play from Astro and Chris.
Thankfully, he's going to allow Chris to stay into 1st there in spite of that shock from IF there.
Yeah, I think, honestly, they misplayed with that shock. They let Chris take cut freely in 1st.
I think it's just kind of scary to call shock onto these mushrooms. If you're dropped into the gaps there, it can be pretty weird. But yeah, massive play by Astro there, getting that ground star off. Just good overall bagging play there.
Yeah, that saved their race, because otherwise IF would have ended up getting like top 3 or top 2.
Yeah, with that blue alone, maybe not, but with the combo that Murray had prepared there, it is still 2-3-5, 8 unfortunately for Alpha. Still a slight winning race, or even on the side of IF. So thankfully, still definitely in the match, even off of that ground star.
Very close, very intense match.
Gonna have to see. It is -4 there for IF, it seems. So even race, exactly. -5, sorry, almost even race by the end of this. So yeah, for now, for the time being, extremely close match, much closer than the first one for sure.
Much closer than the first match.
But yeah, Flavian has just kind of been the hero for the squad at this point. We've seen him be in the top slots very often. The heroics on Stroben's definitely deserving so far of his spot as IF's individual MVP this season.
Yeah, I think Yeah, Flavian's definitely been proving that he is like the top scorer on the side of IF.
Fishdom Island is going to be the pick on the side of Slay. We did mention tracks that Sherm can be particularly proficient in, and this is pretty much like the de facto. This is the de facto Sherm track. Let's be honest here.
This is Slay is pulling out all the stops. They're going for every track that they have left, really.
And you pretty much need to if you want to break away from IF. Clearly not going to be as easy as match 1. Sherm going to hold off a little bit, try and get some shrooms, but it seems that IF is going to force him to slow down a little bit longer and pulls a TC and he's backed. Oh my god. Yeah, let's switch
POV. This is the worst start possible for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's switch POVs here because I'm pretty sure Sherm is just going to stay in that bottom spot for a while.
And
Crystalline first, trying to back, not going to connect onto Murray. If he holds onto that Sherm, he should get ahead at the start of lap 2. We do see IF in 2, 3, 4. They're actually really far up there, and Chris is actually pretty slow here. It looks like Murray's slowly catching up to him, even without the Shroom. And it is going to be a first place for IF for now. And now Chris sandwiched between 2 IF members, possibly 3, if he on 4th place, being
and
right
IF
behind
is
him.
in 10 as well right now.
Great fib by Murray.
Yeah, that's a lethal fib. Top 3 on the side of IF now, and they're in 10.
Flavian with a Shroom in 2nd as well, can catch up even further. Leon in 3rd place. So overall, just a lot of frontal presence on the side of IF here. Sherm out of range for those triple greens, gonna have to put in some really good elbow grease or some shrooms. Not gonna be pulled, unfortunately. And Alpha
top
in
3-5 for IF. Wow.
Really big race for IF, it looks like as well. Who is waiting at the bottom there? Could be... Oh no, it is still respawning. So baggers... Are both baggers respawning or is one still going back? Oh, Boshi just has shock.
Oh.
That wasn't a respawn, that was the Easter egg. So that should be that should be an unlosable race on the side of IF.
Yeah, it's basically a guaranteed top 3.
Alpha most likely going to have to play for a dodge here. Sherm shrooming in front of his bagger, not going to get the ground star, but needs to find a hit here. Possibly a bomb or anything along those lines. Single red probably not going to be enough. And immediately breaks onto the wall. And that is top 3.
Yeah, this is going to be top 3 for IF.
Will we see a late shock? Late shock, but it does not matter. Alpha still gets 8th off of that. It looks like maybe 7th? Maybe
I
7th.
think someone got blued. Yeah, Chris got blue. So
yeah,
Alpha was holding blue.
Yeah. Blue shock, top 3 on Fishdom Island. That was just cooked for... That was just
there's no way that Slay is getting a winning race there, no matter what.
Oh, we have a guest star. For anyone wondering, that was Dermo screaming in our ear for 2 milliseconds.
What?
Dermo coming in and voicing his frustrations of the fact that he is unable to play the semifinals. Either that or screaming in joy at the fact that they got top 3 on one of Slay's main runners. I don't know which, frankly. I couldn't tell you, but either way, the result remains the same. Indeed, Chris getting blued on the line there off Alpha, holding it for so long. Top 3-7, and IF have the first double-digit lead that they've been able to hold since the start of this match.
I know, and it's still not even like an insane lead, but yeah, it's what they need at this point. And if they're able to get like a running track that they're comfortable on now, then they could definitely just start to like snowball.
This is very much sounding like the TikTok clock. If I was a betting man, it very much sounds like it could be it. RCD Run was my second option. Yeah, pretty expected there. Once again, old running track. This is IF style. Fire Factory Fading Frost. Have seen many a team pick that really pretty typical.
Yeah, a lot of teams like that track.
It's funny because if I remember correctly, at the start when it was like first released, it was not that appreciated really. It seems that people have just learned the track and gotten a lot better at it.
I think a lot of tracks, like the more you play them or like as they get older, you kind of realize like, hey,
yeah,
I was just being a little dramatic.
Oh, Sherm unfortunately getting bumped out early there, and Leon doing an amazing work getting dots out of the way. Possibly going to be the big line of defense there against Elsuth and Sherm as they go off.
Yeah, having trip shells there is just so important.
Oh, a little bit of mistake there, and Alpha makes his way up in a Mega. That's just so much time lost from Sherm there, unfortunately.
Yeah, kind of getting like the ideal items, like the trip red. So now none of Slay is able to like break into the top 3.
Will we see Sherm go for the cut? No, not going for the double Shroom cut. Flavian following Murray into the cut there, possibly in second place. Seems like someone else took the Shroom cut, swerving around Flavian right now. Not exactly sure who. Seems like a
Yeah,
IF
Sherm
member.
probably likely to golden up here, so hopefully he can break into that top 3.
We do see him right there in third, but he is on the path for red.
Oh,
And
immediately
Leon
read it out. Yeah,
hit out
IF just
by
managing to
Leon.
hold on to their spots.
Top 4 for IF here, as Sherm is still the only line of defense. You can see bottom 2 is really far gone at this point, or
Yeah.
more so last is really far gone at this point. With Sherm, triple greens is not going to be enough. Most likely going to maybe try and snipe up, but it's probably not going to be enough with the lag. Simply chooses to back them. I do think I saw a TC. Yeah, I think Leon has a TC. Unfortunately, you're going to have to eat it.
Okay, well that's going to be very good for the side of Slay.
Yeah. Surprised I
Yeah,
saw it.
breaking up the top 4 just naturally, but still top 3 with a comfortable lead.
Bomb does not connect either. Sherm, triple Sherm's going to be forced into third here. Hopefully Alpha doesn't have a red to connect onto him. Will we see him go for the cut? No, not wanting to risk it.
No.
It is a pretty tough one to go for. Pow.
Oh, good pow on the side of Slay, yeah.
I don't think it slowed Murray down too much.
Oh,
Bananas, no!
oh,
Oh,
no, that is so costly.
that respawn is so unfortunate.
No.
Flavian Murray gone in top 2. Alpha
Yeah,
into
now
third.
IF is just top 3 again. They really were relying on Sherm to like give them some sort of a salvage race.
Back green onto landing here. Can we get a POV in the mid pack? Maybe. Unfortunately, both our IF POVs are in the front, so I do not believe so. Alpha
Yeah.
actually did get hit out, unfortunately, so that is going to be top 257, it looks like, for IF.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, Alpha getting hit out in the end, unfortunately, going to
But
prevent
another
any
winning
top
race
3.
for IF.
Very much a really good race regardless. Sherm consistently getting pushed out of that top 3 whenever he got up there. And only
Yeah,
getting...
they did a very good job of controlling and locking down the front.
Absolutely. A Rush City run. Oh, top 2-4 actually. Top 2-4-7. Leon getting all the way up into 4th place. Did not see that. So yeah, even better of a race than I thought. But yeah, overall, IF still widening the gap so far, showing that they are the 3rd seed by a very close margin and showing that they can absolutely compete with Slay as they've done during the regular season. Hopefully that wasn't Sherm stream crashing. Oh no. He is back. That was very nice static for most of it.
Yeah, I have no idea what Derma just said, but I imagine he's happy.
I would imagine so as well. But yeah, that was just major static for the most part, unfortunately. That might explain the DCs. Not exactly sure, but either way,
It might have not been a host issue after all.
maybe not. But yeah, Ribbon Road, Volcanic Valley going to be pretty classic pick for both of these teams. Once again, we did see IF try and burn Ribbon Road earlier. I know for a fact that not a lot of players on this squad are fan of it. They're a lot of people are justified in thinking so, due to the classic cycles nature of the cut and overall just pretty much lap 3 bullshittery. But we're gonna have to see if it ends up getting picked, which it does seem to be. GBA Ribbon Road, as Slay tries to, at the very least, at most they can tie this race if they get top 4-9. But for now, IF is firmly out of reach of getting their lead
Right.
stolen.
Very comfortably in the lead going into the second GP.
Yeah. Soon going into the halfway point of the war. Chris immediately getting into first, actually managing to shove out Murray with the red not connecting both players in top 2 now itemless. Flavian gonna have to see if he shrooms early or decides to hold it. Sherm immediately going into first place there with that triple shrooms.
Yeah, and this is a track that Slay is very comfortable on, so if they're able to get into those top spots, they'll be able to lock it down and just drive very... Oh,
that is Leon and Murray.
wow. Both of them are off.
That's unfortunate.
So, top 2 for Slay now.
Yikes! Definitely not something that you want to see. Alpha, thankfully, in fourth there, but everyone has shrooms.
Everyone has shrooms.
No real changes to the scoreboard here for now, as Chris and Sherm remain firmly in top two, but that might change things as Flavian pulls that triple shrooms. Red is going to be thrown simply.
Yeah, triple shrooms is such a good pull here.
Yeah, simply getting out Chris's item, and Sherm now forced onto the defensive there, thankfully having the perfect item for it with those triple nanas.
Right. Oh, but he phases through that.
Not going to connect. Does he go for it on the stroller? Doesn't look like it. Will Flavian outline him?
Oh.
He forces it with a shroom. Nana not going to connect either. Will Shroom pull a shroom in second? Doesn't seem like it. Flavian just simply forcing his way into first place without the cut. Blue is called.
Oh, blue is definitely on the way. Chris has a shroom, so he's able to just tank that blue shell.
The lead now in favor of Slay, and is possibly at a -5 there as Astro bumped. Oh, back bomb.
Oh,
interesting.
Okay, yeah, so Slay is all in top 6 right now, so IF is definitely in bottom 2.
2, 3, 4 indeed on the side of Slay for now. No, Alpha in third, actually. It looks like.
Yeah, so Slay top 2, 4, 6 right now.
Sherm not going for cut. Nobody going for the Aurora cut. It seems like Sherm with that red. Is it going to connect onto him? No.
Oh, no, he has a Mega, so this is really bad for IF. Able to pass it to the bagger, though, so that's very good.
And Sherm fails at the end. Is he able to pass dots?
Oh.
Oh, no.
No, I think him clipping the off-road means that he doesn't end up beating dots.
Yeah, definitely not. I would very much doubt it. I think that is 2-4 or 1-4. I'm not exactly certain what Alpha got. It might be pretty close.
I think it's like 1-3-5 for Slay. But yeah, very close ending.
Very much so. Unfortunately, Sherm eating the Nana right at the end of his Mega there. So unfortunately not being able to contest onto that. 1-3, actually, Dots was still behind. I don't know if maybe he got bumped by Flavian failing or something, but that is 1-3. That's still a pretty decent race for IF on one of Slay's main track picks. That is only
that's
a
definitely
1-point
a
loss.
salvage.
Very much so. It was shockless, right? I'm not completely crazy.
No, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Now you're making me doubt myself. No,
it
was
shockless.
It
was shockless indeed, and IF managing to catch up there. Alpha forced to hold onto a lot of blue shells throughout the past few races, getting his get back here with that very nice first place there onto GBA Ribbon Road, and hopefully planning to chain it onto Yoshi Lagoon there. But we're not exactly certain what to pick, as some of IF's members are treating Lava Lake
all over
instead.
the place.
Windy World and Fort Francis being 2 more tracks that we're not sure of, and Lava Lake is going to be the pick here in 1-3.
Yeah, seeing 4 different tracks on the selection screen.
Definitely not what you want to see if you're the team leader. But either way, Lava Lake does end up getting picked in the
a very neutral track overall.
In terms of track taste or in terms of spots?
In terms of just in terms of spots. There's not really I don't think there's favorable spots for this track.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely applies to both here. I feel like Lava Lake is just the sort of track that every team knows how to play.
Right. It's a very standard CT.
Yeah. Sherm taking the Volcano cut. Will we see him go for the full one? We will.
Yes, we will, and he makes it.
Does manage to make it, landing right onto Leon there, not bumping him out, but that should be a first place for Sherm off of that golden.
Missing the box though. Leon. Oh wow. Okay.
Good avoidance on the bomb as well.
Sherm avoiding a lot to maintain this first place right now.
Mega is going to pop there by Chris on the
side. I see a lot of Slay, but Pack is so close right now.
This is the closest pack I've seen on Lava Lake, I think, genuinely. Flavian does have a shroom. He is going to hold off onto it for the time being for lap 3 here. Alpha running into the net, unfortunately not seeing it during the transition. Great avoidance on that fib there. Murray in second place, going to follow behind Sturm at this point. This is still an extremely close pack. Both baggers. Actually, one of the baggers respawning. I think that is Boshi respawning all the way over
Astro here. Might have shot. By the way, he's just sitting there.
There He's chaining still?
I
No, he's
can't tell.
he just chained a golden. He is still chaining. I do not believe he
Okay.
has yet. Either that or I'm crazy.
Ooh, good Nana attempt on the. Oh,
Boshi didn't have shock, I was correct.
yeah, but she has shock.
Alpha with the TC, though, unfortunately, might be forced to
Yeah.
call right then and there. Either that or
They might
this
have to
can't
call
be the start.
something here because it appears, yeah, Slay is top 2. Some kind of TS. Oh, the mega
Yep.
pull is huge.
Yeah, there it is. Mega pull is absolutely massive, as you mentioned. No, Flavian!
Oh my.
Oh no. Okay, it's
No, that
really,
is such a throw.
and the
Oh,
blue might save it. Never
and
mind.
the blue.
Okay, so not
Wow.
a complete disaster off of that, but that was almost a complete disaster. And Murray actually managed to get a few hits there, and that is 134 for IF off of that.
Wow. I will say, IF did kind of get bailed out there because Flavian should have definitely been in first comfortably, but missing the trick there and then almost just driving off. But then luckily they were able to pull blue. Otherwise, Slay would have kept 1-3.
As much as one part of me wants to flame him for like just failing that so hard, but on the other hand, that recovery was insane on the side of Flavian, just managing to not fall off there and getting first off
Yeah,
of
I
that
thought he
blue.
was. I
Like,
thought he was off for sure.
That was massive by itself. Also, hello again, Dermo. It seems like we're gonna get you between every race that IF wins.
Guys, that's my team right there.
Yeah, so
That's my team.
Yeah, go sit back on the bench, buddy. This is the
Team
casting
at
booth.
slow, the goats, easy
the
one must match.
Can someone kick this guy from here? Oh wait, I can.
Oh wait, I can't.
I did not know I had the rights to do that. That wasn't even me, to be honest. I was about to drag him away. I didn't even know I could. That's funny. I'll have to keep that in mind for later.
Please do.
In all seriousness, though, winning race on the side of IF now up 39 going into the halfway point of the race. Nerd DS TikTok clock.
Definitely not
Classic pick.
as drastic of a lead going into the halfway point as we saw in match 1, but still a good amount.
It's still a very substantial lead, all things considered. It is at the very even worst case scenario, you need 2 races to make up that deficit. So as long as you can just hold on to like stable races, you don't need to play for big races here. You can hold on to
You
shock.
just have to play very safe.
You can go for like 2 out of. You can just for like a couple top spots and then just chill, and still be fine for the rest of the race. Granted, I heavily doubt that Slow will be satisfied with that, and that is a burn in third, unfortunately for IF. I believe that was Murray, unfortunately.
So 2-4 for 2-3. No, 2-4.
2-3. 2-3 on the side of IF, it seems, as Flavian
now IF. Yeah, Flavian was forced out by Dots.
A little bit of buffer on the stream, but yeah, Dots possibly gonna eat this Nana there that Flavian is throwing at him.
Nope, he avoided it. But yeah, the Nana was enough to allow Flavian to get back into first.
Yeah. Good outlining on the side of Flavian there, forcing Dots wide. Possibly trying to schlag with that hold green there as Alpha is hot on his trail as well. So far, this is looking like a pretty decent race for IF overall. With
IF occupying a lot of the good spots that they need right now. Oh,
triple green's not connecting. It seems that Alpha got hit out by Sherm. Sherm now into third place. But yeah, a lot of pressure there onto Flavian at this point. You need to stay in that first place here. This is extremely important on DS TikTok.
A blue here or something like that could just be huge to turn the tables. But yeah, it seems like IF is all the mid spots behind them.
Both baggers pretty much staring at each other in the mid pack. Does Boshi have? Oh, unfortunate back there. I don't know if that was Dots. I don't know if that was Dots. It might have been Dots. I'm not sure.
I think it might have just been dropped from the POW.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, Flavian actually getting hit out, but thankfully Alpha and Murray being able to get back into the
Dots does have a red, which he can throw up. Yeah.
It is going to connect. Will we see a shock into
Slay is in top 2 now.
Astro dropping that star. Leon dodging in a mega. Dots
so that was definitely an IF shock.
Trying to stay up there. Blue is called, but it is 1-3-4 on the side of IF. Once again, it is another big race for them.
that was a chaotic race. The
Yeah,
top spots just kept getting like flipped around.
Yeah, I've definitely seen more gentle TikTok races in my days, that's for sure.
I know. Usually, I feel like TikTok is a very like the people who are in the front just stay in the front, but this was like back and forth the entire time.
Yeah, a lot of pressure being put on the top spots on both sides there, but Leon breaking through with that mega there and managing to allow Flavian and Murray to get into 3-4 as well. I gotta say, Boshi has definitely woken up, it seems, this match.
Yeah, I will. The shocks have dramatically swung in IF's favor this match.
Absolutely. Because it definitely, during the first one, it felt like it was more so in favor of Slay. I don't know if that was simply Boshi warming up or simply mental.
Right, it did seem like it. I would say it was even match one, but I do think it slightly favored Slay, which again, very impressive on the side of Astra.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
yeah, I think now it's definitely a lot in IF's favor, and you're seeing a lot of these like late lap 3 shocks where Slay, like even the last 2 races, Slay was in top 2 going into the end of lap 3, and then shocks just completely disrupted their top spots.
Yeah. For the little anecdote here, when I was talking to Alpha before this match, and I mentioned that we had the POV of the MVPs on both teams, and his first thought was to say, "Oh, so you have Boshi POV," which, given his impact on this match, I'd say fair. I'd call
I
it
will
fair.
say Boshi could be MVP of match 2 if things keep going the way they're going.
Either way, here we go into Windy Whirl, another track picked by Slay here, as we're chaining some of her track picks here. Sherm with triple Sherm should be able to easily get into a top spots on this track. Flavian with triple
Flavian applying pressure with those reds, though.
Oh, there's a nano there. A little bit awkward there. It's fine.
Yeah, that
off.
animated extremely awkward, but yeah.
Chris chaining a mega. A star on the side of Murray, I believe. Alpha also taking the cuts right besides Sherm. 1-3-4 on the side of IF, and I do think Alpha can still take that last cut. Indeed, he is going to be into first place with Sherm hot on his trail in second place. And Alpha at this point should probably be able to simply hold on to this. I don't know if he has one more shroom, possibly, but it should be more than enough to just stay in the lead. Flavian with that mega trying to get Elsooth out. Great break check there by Elsooth, just managing to keep his shells.
Elsooth managing to avoid that and keep his shells. But yeah, now that they have blue, this is very beneficial for IF.
Ooh, and there's a back as well onto that. Flavian forced to hold the blue in the mid back. Definitely not what you want to see, but I think Dot's back his teammate, unfortunately, which allows Flavian to stay into third. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So many shells
This
avoided.
is a lot. A lot is happening.
Dots is absolutely fuming that shells was going through Flavian on his
more
screen.
trip shells.
Chris makes his way into second place with that shroom. The shell does not connect again. My goodness, how many can you dodge?
Wow.
Okay, does he manage to bump him out?
Impressive display from Flavian with this blue shell. Holding on for dear life.
Just insane avoidance, but unfortunately, it is going to
end. And it all comes crashing down.
We did see Boshi in 10th for a lot of this race, I believe, and he does have shock, thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent timing, Masako. Appreciate it as always.
But yeah, with POW, blue, shock, there's really like... this is completely... Oh no, that messed up 2 Slay members.
Someone's already off. 2 people are already off, indeed. That messed up 2 Slay members. And there's the shock. Late Leon makes his way up.
This is going to be a top 2 for IF.
Top 2, 4, 5. Depends on how this end of the track goes, how Elsooth managed to handle it. There's a TC, and I do think it's on Elsooth's side. I don't know if he reaches the end. I do not think so. That should be top 2, 4, 5 on the side of IF. Another huge race.
Wow. IF is just slowly building their lead more and more. Yeah, I do think we're definitely going to be going into a match 3 the way things are going.
Oh, absolutely. I have no doubts about that. IF have the momentum on their side, even on Slay's track picks. They've just looked so strong. Flavian just I believe that was like 5 shells that he managed to avoid before
Yeah,
he got
that
hit by
was
a red.
very impressive. Like the one where he barely was hugging the side. Like I don't know how he dodged that. I really
Actually,
don't.
I have a
Can't believe
very
he went tighter than that.
I have a very old clip of 2L where I do the exact same thing. Actually, now that I think about it, I just remembered. But yeah, no, definitely really impressive overall by Flavian, holding on to that blue shell for dear life and letting Alpha stay into first for this entire thing. And
Yeah.
yeah, now up 71 in 4 races. And at this point, if you don't have a winning race for Slay, it's pretty much curtains already, and you have Volcanic Valley immediately choosing to burn that very important running track. And I do think IF should do the same here. Oh, no, Volcanic Valley on both sides.
Oh, we're getting volcanic.
I do
Or
believe there's
fort. Could be
Fort.
fort.
I unironically think that Murray and Boshi saw Volcanic Valley, like them pick Volcanic Valley. They were like, "Wait, we have a chance to burn. Go, 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 go for Francis." Go
I
for
know, that's exactly what happened. They definitely called out, like, wait, they're also picking volcanic.
And will we see a burn? We will not. It is going to be Volcanic Valley for race 10 here. And as stated before, if it is a winning race on the side of IF, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Slay FF to prevent any further burns going
Right.
into match
I
3.
think, yeah, I agree.
Murray, unfortunately, immediately getting bumped here. As we know, Volcanic's first section is extremely important in building a lead with all those rails. So we're
Right.
gonna have to see who can break away
I know
early
it's so
on
easy
there.
to back on those rails and trap them.
Oh, and Flavian is gone.
Nice knowing you, Flavie.
Yeah, that is just unfortunate here.
Yeah, and this
Hopefully,
track, it has some shortcuts, but like it's so broken for running.
absolutely. Sherm might be able to shroom one of IF's members off there, and doesn't make it onto the rail.
What?
That is
Wow.
as someone that has TT'd this track a lot, this rail can be pretty deceiving to get onto.
I've never seen that happen.
I've had that happen to me many times.
Oh no.
I can absolutely confirm that.
Yeah, I think if
I've-
IF gets top 3 here, Slay's just gonna call it and go into match 3.
Yeah, this is. I mean, at this point, if you're top 3 going into this,
Oh,
never
top
mind.
2 going into this?
Granted, top 2 still have quite the lead onto dots here.
Right,
If
top 2,
there's
4.
if there's no blue, no shock, we do see one of the baggers actually away from the other here. Someone pulled shock early. Can we get a quick look? That is Boshi having shock once again.
Oh no.
Yeah, that is most likely curtains on this match here. Unless Slay manages a huge outplay, I heavily doubt that they'll be able to catch up.
This is a losing race by the looks of it. Just having shock and you're already comfortably in top 2.
This has definitely happened a couple of times this match where we just talk about, oh, like IF is in the lead, one of the baggers is away, let's quickly check. Oh, it's Boshi.
I know.
It has definitely happened a couple of times this oh, great keep out at the very least on Murray, managing to gain one spot out of it. No, but without shock, I don't know if they can catch up to top 2.
Oh, and Chris just pulled a TC in 7th. Yeah, it's looking rough.
Okay, yeah, there's one last set possibly for Murray trying to pull something, possibly a mega. It is not going to be the case. Bomb is thrown up, not going to connect onto Elsuth. That is simply lag. Possibly shock called here into the set. No, we're going to choose
I
to
think
hold
they're
it.
just gonna try to hold and secure top 2. If I had to
Yeah.
guess,
I wouldn't be surprised by that. Either that or possibly calling into last set, considering the... Granted, second doesn't have that huge of a lead onto third. We're going to have to see what they choose to do here.
yeah, Dots is kind of close behind.
Oh, TC. He does make it to the end, or at the very least very close to, so it shouldn't impact too much. Should be top 2, 6, 7 on the side of IF there, with Boshi holding on to that shock until the bitter end, with Chris staying in 8th there. But yeah, great race from IF once again. Unfortunate fail from Murray there onto that Twomp, but regardless, just Alpha and Leon simply staying into top 2 the entire way and just staying up there. The AT Valley strikes again. And forfeit has been called as we expected. Immediate FF on the side of Slay as we go as expected into that match 3. Both of our parlays are correct so far. We're gonna have to see how this tracks going into match 3. Once again, folks, we will go on a quick break. Just let you guys have a bit of a breather there, have a bit of a water break, have as much time as you need. But yeah, massive win there by IF, managing to get that win in 10 races by a very nice margin of 80 points, having the
Yeah.
momentum going into the last match. Pretty excited to see how this ends up. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Time for match 3 of the semifinals between Slay and IF. After a really rough match 1, IF have been shown quite proficient there
Yeah.
in their second match, getting 80 points ahead as we go into match 3. They definitely have the momentum here, Mystique.
Yeah, I think after quite a shaky match 1 for IF, to say the least, I think, yeah, they definitely bounced back in an extremely strong fashion. So I think I was expecting all the matches that were played to be close, but match 1 was a blowout on the side of Slay. Match 2 was a blowout on the side of IF. So who knows going into match 3 what we're going to see.
Blowouts against a blowout cancels each other out, maybe. So
True.
that's
So maybe this match is going to be super close and intense all the way through.
Yeah, exactly. Slow Lava Road, a pretty expected track pick out of them coming from evens with Wimpy Wonderworld being taken away, and Crystal Dungeon as well, obviously. It is going to be our first pick there. Fort Francis once again being snobbed for what feels like the 4th time in this match. I've seen it picked quite a bit. Maybe in the
I know it
50th.
hasn't been chosen yet, but who knows? Maybe
Well,
now's the time.
Either way, Lava Road. Obviously, if you've followed the match on this track before, we're obviously going to look at the Shroom cut. Most importantly, if Shroom can try and block it successfully, who can manage to take it? Flavian with triple greens already looking pretty scary out there. Sherm with double defense so far, possibly backing that Nana onto the cut there. That's what
It
I would.
depends on if anyone in Slay has shrooms and is going to take cut, but nope, he's opting to block it, or at least try to.
Oh, and he is outlined by Flavian. It looks like no, manages to muscle past. Flavian getting back ahead.
Oh,
very nice green
very
there.
nice green.
And the fib after not getting anything onto Alpha.
Oh, yeah,
Shroom.
Alpha just opting to shroom away to get away. I think that's smart because Sherm was playing very aggressive.
Very correct, very correct. Alpha still has one more shroom, and Sherm actually
now
has another
Sherm
one.
has a shroom as.
And
Oh wow!
And Boshi already has shock. I think that was definitely. Was that shock 9? It could have been shock 9.
I would not be surprised if that was shock 9.
I don't think you. Yeah, you can't call this early if you're in 9th there.
No, you definitely can't. I think I think Alpha, Sherm, and maybe even Chris are all going to be attempting cut here.
Most likely, Alpha is going for it. Sherm is going for the spin hop method. Gonna have to see if he manages to pull it off. And
he does.
Pretty close, but he does manage to do it. Unfortunately, no item set afterwards. Murray with a golden going for the safe cut and is going to make it barely. Flavian pretty stuck in the back so far.
Playing 2-3-4?
Indeed. Though we do know that IF has shock, so it could very well swing depending on which items are pulled late.
Right, depending on who can take cut, who can dodge, anything like that. A blue shell could really shake this up as well.
Oh, we are running into that uncontested. Alpha
still
has
2-3-4 comfortably. Flavian has Bill. Wow.
That would explain the early shock at the very least. And Murray has golden. Okay, yeah, this is absolutely easy.
Yeah, they're definitely going to hold until Murray has a chance to do cut. That's the only way they have to break into that 2-3-4.
Does anyone else take cut? No, no one else takes cut in 2-3-4. Well, that's massive. You just wait. You just wait after set here. You just go now. Oh,
a little bit of a missed time there.
It is still.
They do still secure the TS, but yeah, that missed time blocks because that's going to cost them a lot. Because now instead of maybe like a potential top 2 situation, Slay is still going to be holding on to 2-3 here.
Mega.
Mega is the ideal pull. He might be able to just get ahead of. No,
it doesn't.
Because he hit the Nana, he's not going to be able to.
Yeah, that could have been a 1-3-5 or even 1-3-4 on the side of.
Yeah, I think if Mori is able to like get shocked in the set, that could have even potentially been like a top 2.
Yeah, wouldn't have been surprised by that. Really unfortunate that we ended up seeing it end up this way. But overall, still a very good race for IF. Alpha.
Yeah, salvage from Slay for managing to hold on to that 2-3.
I'm surprised none of them managed to get shrooms for cuts in a whole lot of pulled shrooms. Yeah, 1-4-5-8, even race, slightly winning for IF. Definitely what you want to see here as a start of a third match. Try and be a little bit closer than the previous 2 were.
Right.
And for the first time,
I would love for this match to be close.
Absolutely agree. And for the first time, no DCs on race 1, so we can immediately go on without any worries of scoreboard or resets.
Right. Everything is going to be perfect this match. There's going to be no DCs. It's going to be super close all the way through. I'm calling it right now. And because I
Mhm.
said it, it's going to happen.
Absolutely. That's the caster's curse right there. Well, hopefully we'll be wrong in that regard. Festival Town, Pipe Underworld both being picked here. And as you saw, Boshi, pretty competent on that pipe clip. Festival Town could be a
I
scary
did
pick.
see him fail it 3 times, but I'll have to take your word for it that he made it before that.
They made it 2 times in a row right before you joined VC, so unfortunate timing. But I trust him.
Sorry. I'm making Boshi nervous.
Either way, Pipe Underworld is picked, so it won't matter for the time being here. As Flavian is going, Flavian and Alpha are both going to be in really good spots there with Murray in 4th. Gonna maybe fight a little bit more. Oh, that bump is horrendous
That is
for Sherm.
so wow. I've never seen a bump where you miss the cannon entrance.
It's fine. We see the classic Sherm Golden in 5. This was like the 4th time we've seen it this far, and he's back.
Oh, he has to use the golden right.
Murray and
What?
Alpha?
Was that 2 IF members respawning?
That was Murray and Alpha, yeah. So that is Chris gone in
Wow.
first for the time being.
I think Chris must have done a masterclass
Oh.
somewhere. Oh, Sherman's off.
By Sherm.
I
Unfortunately,
don't know what Chris did, but yeah, he got into first and got 2 of IF off.
I might have to grill Alpha about that one because I am really Flavian, does Chris have a mushroom? No. Okay, thankfully. Flavian should
No.
be able to try and get a shroom of his own at this point. No boxes tied. He's going to simply hold for now. As Elsus had a bill already, and there's the immediate shock call.
Interesting. Well, actually, it is sitting at this point, and it looks like from the minimap, Boshi was trying to start out of Astra. So honestly, I don't disagree with that play at all.
Yeah, both Sherm and Elsus dodging. I just realized so many people enter around on lap 1.
Yeah. Now IF is in bottom 3.
Yeah, IF in really tough spots at this point. Got to Pipe Underworld is absolutely a map that you can catch up on.
Right.
You can have the items for it.
I know, but there's so few item boxes is one thing I've noticed with this track, that it's going to be hard for like the people in the back to get like the items that they need.
Speaking of which, definitely not the item you need. Right?
Definitely not ideal.
Alpha
yeah, Chris holding it down in first, so 1-3 on the side of Slay.
Alpha got hit out, unfortunately.
Wow, top 2. Or is that Elsith is in first? Wow,
yeah,
so Elsith is broken away after that bill dodge. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know.
And
if
it looks like Sherm.
He does.
Yeah.
So
Sherm and Flavian both taking cut.
Ooh, the bounces. The bounces are scary there, but we are fine.
He almost clipped the water. That would have been so costly.
Absolutely. If I see one of the baggers going forward, can we get a quick check? Boshi. Oh no!
Astro has another shock. Wow.
Astro has another shock. This is horrendous for IF right now.
Yeah, and they're comfortably in top 2, so they could just like, I don't know, they could dodge top 2 in cannon here. They could hold it a bit longer. I don't know what they're going to opt to do here.
I think, ironically, you might want to dodge your bottom spots at this point. So granted, it is a close back, so it might just be a dodge Sherm here. No. Okay, there's something going to choose to hold it. I don't necessarily disagree with that play. Is there people waiting there? No dodge on bottom 2, simply holding for dodges at the end, it looks like.
Flavian maybe they already have dodges. And maybe they're just waiting. Yeah, maybe Sherm has another shroom as well. You never know.
Boshi gonna try and make sure that his teammate can get that ground star if he needs it. Will we see a TS of Flavian here? Doesn't look like it. No, that shock comes late. Will he be able to pass Elsus? At this point, it's just a matter of outlining. Shock happens. Red is going to connect on Flavian?
What? That's a crazy interaction.
Oh no.
Wow, top 2-4 for Slay.
I cannot believe that red target.
Wow, that red shell was on a mission.
That is a brutal target. Is that if that targets Elsus, that's definitely like 1-3.
Yeah, that could be
On-
top 2 for IF if that goes for Elsith instead of Flavian there.
What the flip, man?
What the flip?
I'm trying not to swear on cast anymore. But yeah, that is still an amazing race for Slay. Their top
Wow,
two
that
for-
red actually just that's such a point swing as well.
Yeah, that's a massive point swing. And for the first time in this entire BO3, the lead has switched.
Wait, that's actually true.
Because it was all IF match 2, all Slay match 1. This is the first time the lead has switched. So maybe we will see that close game after all.
Maybe we'll see a bit of back and forth. Who knows?
Okay, but yeah, in all seriousness, 2 shocks on Pipe Underworld, 1 double dodging in Bill Star, and the second one just dodging late. Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, random on the side of Dots there. The Fort Francis is finally going to be
Okay,
picked.
we finally get to see Fort.
Pretty
It's the
common.
moment we've all been waiting for.
All been waiting for it. I'm not sorry.
Oh,
I'm not sorry. In all seriousness,
maybe we do need Derma.
But yeah, Fort Francis pretty common pretty common track pick for running, especially amongst like newer gen CT players. Definitely feels like it. Like Flag
Yeah,
takes it a
for
lot.
one, I love this track. I think it's really fun to play.
Yeah, definitely among those. If you are in first, you're most likely staying first.
Right. Small shroom cut, but yeah, the shroom box for lap 3 and everything, it really is just a running track.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we see a good double back come out of Elsooth, and Sherm doesn't look like it for now, but Chris managing to get 2 with that.
Wow. Chris, I think I understand what happened on Pipe Underworld now.
Yeah, most likely. I didn't grill Alpha on that. I definitely should. I will do it at the end of this GP. Someone remind me. But yeah, in all seriousness, Slay top 3 for the time being. Greenbacks there.
Right.
Chris does take the shroom cut. Slay in amazing positions at this point. Leon forced an Omega. It looks like after a potential back. Power on landing could be brutal here.
Oh, but
Chris actually
honestly, pretty good recovery for Slay. Because that could
Could
have
have
been a very precarious situation.
could have been a lot worse. The advantage is that you make sure that Slate does not have items going into this top path here, which is extremely hard to avoid if you're coming up
Right.
behind them. So that's like the big advantage here, is that you make sure that you can take that top path safely and stay close by.
No, still very. Yeah, and this is a sitting track, so.
Yeah. Let's quickly check in the mid pack here. Switch POVs. Astrum should be able to stay in second for now. Oh, unfortunately, it seems that
Does it
we are
look like one of the baggers is running with the pack? Because I think I only
5,
see one bagger
8,
sitting
9.
there.
No, there are 9. You're right. There are 9 runners in this pack. So there,
So
Boshi is
Shock is in play. Wow. So
Boshi's
it
sitting at
appears
the side.
Astro has Shock.
Indeed. Unfortunately, we were told by our host that streams have been having issues, unfortunately. So we are gonna have to stay with Shrimp's POE for now in the top
Right,
spot for the
but
time
I
being.
mean, this is looking like Slay top 4 and they have Shock. It's looking like a really good race for them.
Yeah, this is looking pretty current for now. A little bit of stutter on our end there. Gonna have to try and fix that for the time being. But yeah, that top 4 on Fort France is pretty much assured unless there's a heavy running mistake on the side.
Right. You either need like runner error or like multiple blue shells. Something drastic needs to happen here.
You'd need 3 to 4 blue shells to really make an impact at this point.
Yeah, this. Oh, well, there's one.
There's the first one. Elsooth is going to get hit at the very least.
Yeah, but they're still going to be top 3 comfortably.
Was that a TC from Dots or am I blind? It
I
might be
think
the
you're
frame rate.
blind.
It might be the frame rate. But yeah, that should still be a very
Wow.
much
Yeah, and
race.
if Chris has
A
some.
second blue.
They did get 2 blues, but yeah, it just isn't enough at that point.
Yeah, that is simply going to be a very good race on the side of Slay as they get the momentum.
Wow.
Yeah,
I know they finally got their track pick, and it paid off.
Paid off in space, definitely. Yeah, after that 500 World race, getting that getting that very good race off of the back of 2 shocks and not even needing a shock for this.
I know they
this
just
year.
held shock. They didn't even need it. IF needed shock that race.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, sitting tracks can be cruel mistresses, and this time Astro was favored by Mr. Bean. Not having the shock there pretty much guaranteed their loss, and yeah, top four, 9.
Full fridge, yeah.
That is
Wow.
that is now a lead of 43 before the final race of GP1, and this is looking awfully familiar, folks.
I've seen this before. And yeah, Dermo stopped joining call. It's serious now.
God damn it. Okay, fair enough. Fair. I'll let you have that one. And it seems that we
Rainbow
are
Road
with the stream refresh, we had a little bit of delay. So we are going on to Rainbow Road Solar Edition there. Another big running track pick there.
Big running track, and Slay still holding on to top 4,
And
top 3.
And someone's off. Or either that or no, Chris is there. Okay, nice.
No, top 3, 5 on the side of Slay right now.
Yeah.
Top
triple shrooms.
Yeah, this track is so
Oh, that is horrendous.
That is not what you want to see.
Fib landing might connect onto
Wow.
a IF member.
That puts IF position where and it's another sitting track, so
indeed. I wonder if that's on purpose. If that's done
I mean, hey.
You're facing Boshi, you might as well.
I know, and Astro does have high div RT bagging experience, so he's very comfortable on sitting tracks and knows how to maneuver in them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we do see a bagger going forwards by the looks of things.
I don't know if we can get a quick check or not, given the trouble that we had with POVs.
No more Boshi POV.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll see eventually when we see which bagger is still sitting, but Shock is in play at this point.
We should see it in a couple seconds, to be honest. Slay top 3 and Boshi is
Astro has Shock!
Yeah.
Oh, this is not what you want to see if you're IF.
Yeah, this should be pretty
Even
much...
the blue shells, because they're still
is he off?
top. No, he's still safe.
Really not off. Pack is pretty close, but yeah, with Shock...
Pack is close, but top 2, and then having Shock on your side is just so huge.
Flavian triple shrooms trying to get up there, trying to pass Dots, but it's not going to be enough. He's stuck now between Dots and Chris.
Right.
Good attempt to swerve Nana there, not connecting, but yeah, Astro just going to hold on to that shot. And good Nana at the very least.
Yeah, Flavian doing what he can to disrupt the top spot.
I am fully expecting something along the lines of a TS.
Right, a TS or some kind of late shock here is just going to be lethal.
Yeah, TS Flavian on the moon is probably the play there.
Oh, I mean, these snipe attempts are good.
Nana phases through. Fib still hasn't connected on anyone yet. Flavian is definitely trying his hardest to try and get Dots out of first place, that's for sure. Nana not connecting either. All of these are close.
I know, this is chaotic. Flavian's doing everything he can to get Dots out of first.
Green not going to connect, most likely too tight, unfortunately.
No.
Dots making sure to do what he can. And with that, he's gotten enough of a lead that a TS is very much in the cards here on the moon. Gonna choose not to. Okay. No TS on the moon so far.
Slay does have dodges in the bottom spots. I think it makes...
Oh, there's the blue shell. Oh, no,
Leo!
The dog!
No! Wait, Sherman's and Mega, are they gonna call?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
And that's top 3 for Slay.
Yeah, Slay's gonna be comfortably in top 3 after that. Wow.
Oh, that dog is so unfortunate.
Oh, Flavian hitting that is so costly.
That looks like almost top 4 on the side of Slay.
I think it is top 4. It's top 4.
That's confirmation. That's top 4 for Slay.
Yeah, wow. Flavian was their only top spot, really.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah,
this
is top 4 for Slay.
Second top 4 in a row.
Wow. And yeah, it's going to be another full fridge because Astro was gone 9 because he pulled Shock.
That is 74 points in one GP.
Wow.
Without a pen this time.
No pens, no DCs, no nothing. This is just... Wow.
This is just 2 top 4s in a row for Slay, and that's brutal. Granted,
So,
4.
I
Granted,
might have jinxed it when I said close match all the way through.
yeah, the caster's curse in full effect here. Granted, 4
Wow. Hey,
shocks.
you know what? I'll take the curse and I'll take the curse.
Yeah, I guess you're happy about it. Granted, 4 shocks on sitting tracks in a row. That's gotta hurt.
That's pretty wild.
Okay, 74 points. Definitely got
But
your work
still,
cut
they
out.
were holding down. I think what matters is that not only did they have the shock, but they were holding down top spots regardless before shocks
yeah.
was coming.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they are
Like especially on Fort Francis, and even there, they were like top 2 or 1-3 for the majority of that race. So
No,
instead of having to
I-
use shock as a way to like salvage a race, they were just able to maximize on a good race just because they already had so much frontal presence.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's this whole idea of shock denial being as important as shock use in some cases. Here.
Right.
Autumn Leaves Way being picked. Finally, a bit of a breather there for IF as we go on to one of their main bagging tracks, another track that we have seen picked since match 1 but has been snobbed for most of it. That has been updated recently, if I'm not mistaken.
Honestly,
Has a small update, minor update, but I do remember it being updated recently. Either way, should be pretty expected sitting at the start there. Single shroom in 7th seems like
not
gold-
what you want to. I know.
golden
Now you really want those goldens.
Granted, a triple shrooms on Autumn Leaves Way is what you really want. Dots should be able to pull something along those lines there. Sherm gonna have to wait for a box there. If it's a star, you're feeling silly, and there it's triple
Trip shrooms. He feels good.
Exactly what you're looking for here. 1 person, 2 people, 3 people.
Oh, those
4
lethal
people.
baths.
That is 5 people taking cut and 1 person failing, actually. Not exactly sure who, but it looks like some IF in the top slots at this point. Top 3 even.
Wow. I mean, granted, it is top 3 on a track with 2 broken 1 shroom cuts, but still.
Still extremely good. And Flavian actually has a
Flavian has a shroom in 1. Yeah, this is actually... That makes it a lot better on the side of IF.
Yeah. At this point, if you're Murray, you need to schlag
Yeah,
as much as you
he's
can
just
until you hold a shroom.
chaining every box he can, rightfully so.
Yeah, this is either you schlag as much as possible or you get your shroom and you follow after your leaders at this point. Sherm, that is an early red. It's not going to connect. It's going to bring in the chasm.
Off the... Oh, Nana himself and missing the box?
Oh, that is
a
an
few
unfortunate.
misplays in a row.
Does Leon have a shroom? Does not look like it. Sherm
No.
is going for it. Flavian holding on to that shroom regardless of his top slots here. Actually, does not have it. He used it already. Okay, so now this is looking a lot scarier. Flavian Magic did nana him
good
and
back
get
onto
the gap.
Sherm.
Great.
Yeah, giving Flavian a comfortable break, but I mean, hey, as 1 shroom 2, and like the race is already like predetermined at that point.
Yeah, and there it is.
Yeah, so unless there's some kind of disruption, like a shock or a red shell, Sherm's just going to be able to comfortably get into first.
Yeah, we do see both baggers going backwards there. And one of them going forward, it is Astro. Astro has shock once again.
Oh, wow. I don't want to speak too soon, but it's looking like another winning race for Slay. And they have blue.
Oh, this might be a call right after Shroom takes cut.
Yeah. Oh my. Unless they have more shrooms.
There it is.
Oh, they definitely just TS'd a few IF members going for cut. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's brutal.
Wow.
Leon thankfully gets.
I mean, they got good recovery items, so they're still occupying all of the mid spots. But yeah, not being able to take cut is very unfortunate.
Yeah, can't catch up in any way here.
Yeah, so a guaranteed first for on the side of Slay.
Still, if you get 2, 3, 4, that's at least
winning.
winning.
One of IF getting hit out as well.
I think Alpha fell off. Oh no. Oh no, Alpha. Alpha Casey, no! Oh no. Yep, that's the Alpha I know, unfortunately. That's plastic right there. Yikes. Well, unfortunately, what is 2, 3, 4, 5 ends up being 2, 3, 4, 8, I think.
8. Yeah, the best they got 2, 3, 4, 7. But hey, it's a winning race.
Okay, I need to clip this. I don't even 2347. I need to clip this. I don't even know where he fell.
I swear I saw him hit something, but I don't know what he hit.
Not a middle of second last round. Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Because I saw him spinning out, but then you were like, he just fell off. I was like, yeah, you might be right.
No, okay, not a middle of second last round. I'll choose to believe Alpha, but that means he just didn't see the Nana off the.
Wait, did you ever ask what happened to them on Pipe?
Oh shit, no, I didn't. Alpha, if you're still here, if you're still on the stream for some reason, if not, I'll send in DMs. What happened with Murray and Alpha, Murray and you on the first lap of Pipe Underworld? What happened? Both fell off. Either way, in the meantime, while waiting for this possible reply, Ghost House is going to be chosen by Slay here with Banshee Boardwalk. Both two spooky maps there, but
Yeah,
one
spooky running tracks.
much newer than the second one, that's for sure.
And a random. Oh. Okay, we're not. We've seen quite a few randoms, but none of them have gotten picked. Luckily.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of that happening in official matches. Definitely not fun for anyone involved.
It's the scariest 5 seconds of your life.
Absolutely. But yeah, Ghost House is going to be picked there. Shadow Demons, great pal of mine and creator of the custom track in question. But in all seriousness, let's watch as Sherm possibly going to immediately fish for a green there, trying to take the cut and just stay into a good first place. Unfortunately, a little bit of a stutter there. He does hit to
Right.
get his shell though,
Oh.
and fails it.
Oh.
And fails it.
Hey, you know what? We all have those moments. We all have those days.
Yeah,
I will
happens.
say, we're talking about Sherm Golden's Flavian Trip Shrooms is a thing.
Definitely has happened quite a
I've
few
seen him get a lot of meaningful Trip Shroom pulls in good spots. Like that was in fourth.
Did I see Murray fall off there?
Yeah, Murray's. But yeah, he's going to be able to take the second cut, and then he'll just have a Shroom in first and a pretty big break.
Yeah, if he doesn't get a bounce on the second block, he doesn't
Yeah,
think.
so he's just going to be chilling in first with a mushroom now.
Yeah.
And they're holding blue.
Where's Sherm in all of this? Oh, mid spots, okay.
Oh, they're 2, 3, 4. This is actually not that ideal on the side of IF.
No, really not. Oh, that red. He's off!
Oh. It looks a lot more ideal now, actually. Wow.
It definitely does. If you're able to get shrooms in the mid spots, you're absolutely able to catch up to that 2, 3, 4.
It is unfortunate that, well, not unfortunate, but Moray being forced to hold blue here, it's just going to mean that, like, it's going to be harder for them to get a strong winning race, which is kind of what they need at this point.
Yeah.
Especially now that he doesn't have the shroom anymore, they can't even attempt to make, like, a blue play.
Yeah, Flavian getting that last shroom out of the way and just getting into that top slot early. I wonder if there's an argument to be made to just throw the blue at some.
I know. I was saying, I think it would have been smarter because now Murray is just basically going to be forced to get a bottom spot.
There's the POW. Alpha dodges. No, doesn't dodge. Lose blooper. Don't think it was that necessary. But Murray actually using that to get ahead of Elsuth there.
This could be a very important bomb.
Does he fail? The ending strat he does!
No.
Sure makes it, but he only gets 7th off of it. It is only a small point swing, but unfortunate.
Unfortunate for Murray. I think that's going to be a pretty neutral race. I don't.
That alignment seemed off for me.
Yeah, it did. I could tell he was a little too close to the wall.
All right, either way, 1,
2, 3, 4,
6,
7
8.
for Slay. Yeah, so a winning race for Slay.
Winning race for Slay once again, and this time we have passed the halfway point of the war. 74 points down for IF. This is where it starts looking extremely scary if you don't get a winning race extremely soon.
Yeah, you need any sort of like winning race to disrupt momentum. You can't it's hard to play like around like the blue because like I mean if you're on the side of Slay, obviously like just securing first is the play. But for IF, you really have to play for like bigger races.
Okay, Alpha's denying what happened on Pipe Underworld. I'm stopping the grilling for now. Either way, Festival Town on the side of Slay, Yoshi Lagoon on the side of IF, pretty typical spots there. drafts most likely being hoped for if your IF Festival Town pre-expected for 2-3, and it is going to get picked as Slay seems to be chaining quite a few track picks at this point. Not chaining, but they've had Fort Francis, they've had Rainbow Rose. Definitely feels like the track picker is definitely favoring them for
Yeah,
the
I think
time
it's
being.
5-2 right now for track picks in this match.
Definitely feels like it here. Festival Town. What I am curious about to see is whether or not Boshi is going to quickly
I know.
make
Let's see.
that.
Let's see if his practice pays. Let's see if the practice pays off.
Gonna have to see. Sherm, golden in 4, but this time pulled it in 7th place. Unfortunately, it seems that Leon is going to pass the TC.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to burn it to try to pass the TC back. Which
But he does because Leon hits that
yeah,
Nana.
because he hits the Nana.
Unfortunate. That is 3-4 at the very least for Slay, and I do believe they have at the very least one of the top 2 spots.
Yeah, I do think they're either first or second. I don't exactly know which, but
A little bit of a fail by Chris, but it should allow us to see Flavian in second. That should be a Slay member. Yeah, that is
Elswith in first. Very
Massive.
comfortably in first as well. He's managed to build up a small lead.
That was absolutely a Boshi shock. Yeah, they're past the strat. They can just farm boxes in 10th now. Red connects onto Flavian somehow. A back bomb onto 2
Interesting
members.
though. No, I was gonna say I don't know about that shock because one of the Slay members also dodged and they managed to get a shock red off because of that shock. Just because you can call multiple shocks, it doesn't mean like you necessarily have to.
Actually, come to think of it, it might have been just spammed because Boshi. I do think Boshi is still back there. I misread the minimap.
Yeah, so I don't know who shock that was, but it definitely didn't feel like it favored IF at all.
Why is Alpha messaging me mid-race? Bro, focus on your race, man.
I know. They're in top 2 gone.
Alright,
In Alpha.
Alright, Sherm holding onto that star for now. Leon and Omega, no shock.
Yeah, because no bagger main strat is just going to be sitting.
Oh, no Flavian.
Oh.
That's brutal. Chaining star here most likely if you're Sherm.
Yeah.
Catch up. Golden.
Oh,
Murray
and the
getting
golden.
back. This is
That's like the
disastrous.
perfect item you want to see. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be top 2 for Slay.
Oh, someone got hit out. This is 2-3 for F at least. Unless Shroom. That's top 2. Top 2 for Slay.
Yeah, that's top 2 for Slay. Oh, not what you want to see if you're IF.
That's really unfortunate at this point. IF is just so far down in the dumps.
Yeah, I like that shock. It was just the aftermath of that shock was Slay was just broken away in top 2.
And the aftermath of that shock is most importantly the 2 dodgers of IF immediately getting back pumped after.
Right.
Yeah, Sherm. Photo finish off of that little bit of stream stutter with Sherm getting ahead of Alpha, getting that Shroom in third. Leon, unfortunately, being forced wide, so not being able to contest too much. And now 85 points that you have to make up in 5 races.
5 races.
For those that are curious about the math on this, that is... How many? Come on, you can do it.
Me?
You.
Oh, I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
It's 17 points per race.
I knew it. I told you it was 17.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
What is that? Like they basically need like top 2 throughout the rest of this, at least.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's 1, 3, 4, 5 or top 2 throughout every single race so far. Banshee Boardwalk, Rabbit Hole, pretty classic picks once again. No, wait, Banshee Boardwalk for Slay. Are we running out of track picks for Slay? Doesn't matter. Rabbit Hole is picked.
They actually do like Banshee Boardwalk.
Fair enough.
Did Slay draft it? I think they were.
I have drafted it.
I know they do enjoy Banshee though.
Yeah,
so.
that's why I was curious because I have drafted it, but I guess at this point you are running out of running track picks.
Right. At this point, both sides are kind of like
digging
going
in
through
their
their track picks. Right. Yeah. Got to start looking at what other teams drafted.
Yeah. Rabbit Hole though definitely pretty favorable for IF. I do remember us picking it quite a bit at some point. So they are familiar with it,
Yeah.
and getting some shrooms early on should definitely allow them to get up there pretty swiftly, especially if Sherm fails that. Oh no. But Alpha doesn't seem to have made it too far either. Only Murray seems to have made a clean shroom cut out of it and back bomb onto 2 Slay member with Flavian having
Wow. IF. Oh.
you have to
Very
hold on to
laggy
that build.
interaction, but I mean,
You have
IF
to hold on to
is
that build.
gone in top 2 and in top 3 at the moment.
Let's sort of our POVs really quickly. Yeah, exactly. Sherm Alpha stuck in 4th for now. Sherm gonna take the shroom cut. Will he go off the track?
Oh no!
Yes, he will.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's a brutal shroom cut sometimes, and he is now in 8th place with dots in 7th here. So yeah, strong showing from IF so far. Murray gone into 1st with quite a bit of lead on the
And they're
2nd
holding down
place.
top 2, maybe even top 3 at this point since Sherm is off.
And you gotta remember, Flavian's holding onto that bill.
Yeah, which
At this point, the only hope for that's an early shock.
well, I think Boshi has gone 10.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did not see that Astro was at the start line. Yeah. Never mind. This makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So yeah, and I mean, yeah, IF for huge races.
Oh, they need it. So I think hopefully this can be the first in a small series of winning races until the end. At this point, Slay are gonna need at the very least one more shock and a couple of blues to make up that deficit for now.
Right.
And there's a bag bomb onto
Oh,
Alpha relentless right now. There is a build that is immediately spammed. Don't want to give Boshi the opportunity to get more bills out of it. Alpha unfortunately getting no, looks like a mega actually, not TC'd. Oh, power to cut is brutal. It killed 2 of Slay members. Sherm manages to make it, but 2 of Slay members absolutely died on that cut there.
IF just gone in top 3 at this point.
I don't think like this is extremely hard to catch up at this point if you're Slay.
No, unless you get like a golden in 5th or 6th, there's really no way to like combat this.
2 Shroomers, but Alpha is one of them. Is Leon off?
Yeah, Leon is off.
Oh no, that's extremely unfortunate. It might have been a shroom cut fail, similar to Sherm on lap 1. Yeah, Eltooth in 3rd place now, so
Yeah,
top
that shroom cut is
4.
very easy to fail.
Not getting the shrooms, the mushroom, thankfully. Red's is most likely going to be thrown at Alpha relatively soon. Power Red not going to work.
Oh, cracks on the Nana.
Good call on that Pow, though.
Oh, good pull. Yeah, if they can just keep it to like at least like a top 2 on the side of Slay, that's like they just
Oh,
oh
Flavian got hit off. Got hit out, sorry.
wow. So it's 2-3 for Slay now.
Granted, there is a chance that there's a second shock on the side of IF that is going to be called late. You got to remember that.
Yeah. So a lot could still happen, but
Oh, and Flavian immediately gets back.
oh,
Alpha and Flavian hot on Shroom's trail, but unfortunately not managing to make it past.
but the blue isn't gonna go for second, so yeah.
Blue comes out a little bit too early. Bomb onto the Eltooth at least. Shock comes out
And
extremely late.
Whoa, what just a lot just happened.
Extremely chaotic in the race, unfortunately. I assume Blue was simply thrown to chain into boxes there, so you couldn't really afford the timing.
True.
But that bomb onto Eltooth, that was definitely a big swing, and that might have been 1-3-4 on the side of IF off of that, depending on how
Yeah,
far
depending on
away
what happened
Alpha
with the
was.
shock, I'm curious to see what the results look like.
1-3-4-7, indeed.
Wow, yeah, so good race for IF. That's exactly what they need.
That is 11 points. That is slightly less than what you need.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's not what they need.
That is that alone makes you realize just how much trouble IF is in right now.
Yeah, because that 1-3-4 is like a solid race, but like it really isn't winning by that much in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, 1-3-4-7 is not enough. At this point the gap keeps widening. At this point,
Yeah, and they're gonna need better and better races. Like now, if they get anything less than like top 2, it might just be wraps.
For those keeping track at home for your math lessons, this is now 18.5 points per race that they need going into that last GP. So definitely catch upable, especially if you get a top 4 early on, similar to
Yeah,
how
they
Slate
need
won.
like one of those huge races, like a top 4, top 3 high spot.
Yoshi Lagoon is historically one of the maps where it can happen the most for IF, so maybe a good start for them.
Yeah, IF needs to capitalize on this track.
This is the running track pick for IF. So if you can't capitalize on this, the match is pretty much cooked already.
Right.
Sure, a little
Yeah,
bit
if
of
Slay
bumping
manages
there.
to get like any winning races going forward, it's just going to be nearly impossible at that point.
Ooh, at least one person failing the cut. Two people failing the cut actually. Might be one of Slay, one of IF. I see both members of both teams up there.
Yeah, I
TC
think
Alpha.
I do see more IF. Oh, but
Ooh.
no, Slay actually occupying a lot of those top spots now.
A lot of chaos happening in the mid pack. Flavian staying in first as he breaks away from the rest here. Elsuth in second place. Let's switch POVs really quickly to see it towards someone in the mid pack. Murray holding on to a start in sixth there. So 156 for no 1356. Never mind for IF. They're pretty good
Okay,
spots.
pretty good spots for IF going into this race.
If Murray's holding on to that star, I have to assume that it's Boshi
Right.
being in 10th for the time being. We're gonna have to see once we get closer.
We'll see if he
to the
ends up
Tremolist.
respawning or anything. Astro ends up off.
If it is Astro, we're gonna have to check. It is Astro. Okay, so there's Boshi in 10th,
Yeah.
and there's an immediate shock there called TS. Trying to
Yeah, they
TS
know they
eight.
need to. Oh
No! Oh no!
Oh my!
Oh no!
No!
You need to trick. You
No!
need to trick.
No!
Oh no! Oh
no!
no! Oh no! Oh Murray!
Oh, that hurt to watch.
And Sherm doesn't fail the Sherm cut. Good job.
Sure, making the cut. Yeah, blue
there's
show coming out.
Blue so
Oh,
much.
what is happening? Slay
I
is
guess.
1-3 now, and Sherm has a shroom in third. Slay's top 2 now.
Oh no!
Wow, Murray at failing. Wow,
Immediately after that shock, everything just goes in
Slay top
flames.
3.
There's a mega. Who knows? Maybe
They're
a
gonna
second
need
shock.
multiple. They're gonna need another shock.
Boshi truly needs to be the MVP at this point.
Yeah, because oh my god, using a shock and then Slay ending up in top 3 is insane.
Draft, okay. If we can get a shock TSing them on the ramp, for example, after
Yeah,
set.
on
maybe.
that big ramp. Yeah.
Why
that's
are we
kinda
not
what-
tricking?
Why are we not tricking there?
Oh,
No.
Oh
They
my
are falling apart right now.
No, what are we doing? IF, there's the TS I expected.
Okay, but it's just so it's not as meaningful now. None of IF is up there.
Oh my god. Alpha needs to be the savior here.
Alpha and Boshi need to come in. Oh,
Triple reds and for Murray. Thankfully, should be able to at least get Sherm out. It
okay.
is
IF is top 2 now, and
top 3.
a lot of
maybe
some slag work is going on. So
Murray needs to let Leon pass. Okay, that's what he's doing. Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
That pow's gonna be rough. Why are you
Oh,
doing
what?
Okay.
Throw that forward.
Okay, we're fine.
Oh my. What? Wait, who
and-
shock is that?
That was Slay's possibly. Why is everyone off? What is happening? What is that?
I'm at a loss for. IF is top 3.
Top four. Leon, can he make it happen? Can he make it happen? He can't. That's top 4 for IF. What the fuck just happened? What?
What was that race?
What?
What? I'm speechless.
Okay. That needs to be in whatever best off playoffs is going on at the end
What
of this,
just
at the end of this
happened?
season.
That was like, and it ends in a top 4.
Top 4 for IF. I mean, we did.
I can't believe they got top 4 off of that.
Okay,
After
Slay
what
might
we
have a-
witnessed Moray and Flavian do.
Okay, no, there's no way that's a pen. That made zero difference. That made zero difference. Could have prevented him from getting TS'd. I'm sorry that. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but that it doesn't look like it changed much. But maybe who knows? What? I'm just in shock. Just in shock after that race. So many target shocks, so many fails from IF, and then out of nowhere, Murray triple reds Alpha manages to hit out the top. Manages to hit out. I believe it was Dots in first.
I'm
Just
like,
I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. I'm looking forward to- Yeah, there we are saying it's 0. Makes sense. That definitely didn't seem right to me. Okay, so now 15 points per race, or on Metropolis, we're chaining track picks. This is doable.
Yeah, I mean, Slay still has this substantial lead, but that top 4 made things a lot more doable.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and I would say unfortunately.
burnout is not what you want to see. 2 burnouts is not what you want.
My God.
Flavian, what? Oh, okay.
What are we doing?
Flavian, we can't be doing this.
We're trying to kill the casters. Is what's going on.
Like, what am I
Oh,
watching?
green's up. Are going to be rough for Leon.
Oh,
Very nice
ooh.
triple Nana's being pulled out. Thankfully,
Okay.
Sherm up for Chris. Pretty tight pack in the front there, Sherm.
Yeah, I don't know when this happened, but like the gameplay just got dialed up to like 11. Like everyone's just like frantic right now.
Why are we trying to go tight of that pillar in non-TTs? What are we doing?
This is I'm blown away.
Okay. Oh, T-Pow there is rough onto Sherm.
No. That's so bad for Slay.
And Flavian has a golden in
Ow.
fourth.
After that start, Flavian is now in 4th of the golden.
Yep.
These races make no sense.
They make no sense. I cannot.
I don't know how this is happening.
Great break on that red on the pillar, though. I gotta say that should
Yeah,
be
and
top
he
3.
can just like freely golden up now here. I would assume, yeah.
Does Elsus have shrooms? No, this is guaranteed top 3, and he doesn't get hit by the POW as well. So this is just gonna be golden.
Oh, ooh.
Murray's not off. Murray's not off for you.
Okay, that looked a little sketch, but
Yeah. That looked dicey, but we are fine. That is top 3 still on the side of IF. Sherm holding onto that mega. We do see both backers are still going backwards. No one has it just yet. TC on the side of
Chris hitting
Chris.
TC.
There's no way he's passing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is going to be a loss there. Elsuth now the only ray of hope on the side of
holding
Slay
down
there.
3rd. They just need to salvage. They can't afford to throw away their whole lead in 2 races.
Sherm gonna need to take that cut with Mega there. Doesn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, he just has to get up there.
Does Murray have a shroom? Possibly. Leon does. That's still going to be top 2 on the side of IF, and no chain on the side of Sherm there.
Yeah,
Could
no
be
shock
pretty big.
coming out. So
No chain, no shock. If he is back there, that could be pretty big. POW not going to do that much, all things considered. Looks like
going for the item? Okay.
Sherm gonna take that Sherm, not gonna do much. And Leon has his item, should be able to block whatever Sherm has thrown at him. There's the shock late. Murray dodging. That is going to be a huge race there for IF. That is going to be top 2-4 at the very least, with Alpha getting 6th, I believe.
Yeah, top 2-4. Wow. This is a dramatic turnaround. I'm I don't know what's happening this last GP, but these races just like I don't know what I'm watching. Nothing makes sense. I don't know how Flavian went from that start to having a golden in 4th and then running the rest of the race. Like
I have to assume possibly getting a start early, chaining into the set, taking cut, and then
chaining something along those lines.
That is top 2-4-6. And that is 28 points. They are on pace to make that comeback, ladies and gentlemen. They are on pace.
Oh my god, the rep chat's on fire.
Yeah.
Like, this is heating up. This is getting crazy.
Oh my god, what am I watching?
Like okay, Slay is only up like 30 going into these finals, which is still like a good amount, but like their lead was cut in half in
Yeah.
two races.
You think 30 in 2 is easily preventable, but the thing is, IF right now have a fire. Like, they're on fire right now. They just
Yeah,
have
they're
consistently up there. They've been, even through the chaos, even through the mistakes, they've still
well,
managed to break
yeah, I
through.
don't know if I would say they're consistently up
Yeah,
there, but
okay, but
they've
like,
ended up in the top
yeah, they
spots at the
end up,
end of the race.
they end
But
up
yeah, I
consistently up
still
there.
can't get over watching Moray just bounce on that mushroom
Yeah, that
5
is,
times, and then
that is,
Flavian doing the same thing.
that's a clip that's gonna live in infamy right there. That's
Oh,
absolutely, I'm absolutely posting that in the slow
okay.
chat next season. Alright, in all seriousness, no Slay managing to get their Fire Factory fading Frost, and this could be enough to clip
Right. This is a
IF
track that
wins.
they're very comfortable on. They can do any shortcut on this track, I think.
And you gotta remember,
It's
with the lead that they have, even getting a slight winning race would
right.
be enough.
Even if they just like
Oh,
oh, but as you were saying, even if they just manage to secure like first and then a mid spot, that's really all they need.
exactly. Flavian taking the cut, managing to do it. Dots right ahead. Did he fail that cut?
I
I think he
I
did.
believe so. Yes.
I think he did. That is top 2
Yeah,
on the side of
Alpha
IF.
very far gone in first already this early on. A
That is a
TCM play.
That is a high trick. That shroom should be enough to break away from whoever is in third at this point. Murray in fifth. That is a Leon
Oh, it
TC.
looks like IF is getting TC'd, yeah.
We do not make that. We need to call that POW just to make sure Flavian keeps his shroom. You need that top 2. You need that
Right.
hold.
Oh, a TC for Chris now.
Who is he? Oh, he's just trying to pass it to Murray, I guess. I mean, he needs to
Yeah.
schlag at this
Oh!
point. That's not a bad play.
Oh,
Leon.
wow. Forcing the star out, too. And now Murray has POW in 8th now.
I think at this point you just chain POW here and let Flavian take cut. No, he's going around. So
Oh, Flavian got swamped! Or Stomper? Oh
What
my
am I
god!
watching? I thought he was in second still. That's
No, he was until he... Oh no.
goodness.
Yeah,
Boshi
IF is in 5, 6, 7 now, so Slay is occupying 3 of the top 4 spots. I think it's just Alpha.
Granted, Boshi should have shock seeing the positioning. So
Yeah, but
it's
Trip Shroom's in 4th for sure. He's just going to be able to take cut. Dots is in 1st.
oh, that
This
is
is
rough.
looking really good for Slay.
Yeah.
These mistakes are starting to catch up to IF.
Okay, gets rid of the shroom at the very least. Yeah, Alpha needs to hit out dots and a massive shock needs to happen. That's
Okay.
not what I expected. Leon
I
dodging and
don't know if I agree with that.
Leon and Flavian dodging in Mega. I guess you kind of have to
But
try.
now you're in a
something.
position where Slay is in these bottom spots before all of these shroom cuts, so they're just going to be able to pull a bunch of shrooms.
If Leon and Flavian have both changed shrooms, this is still fine.
True, it depends on what they changed.
Oh, and
Oh,
Sherm
but
maybe
see,
just
Sherm getting trip shrooms, like, this is huge for him.
Okay, Flavian should at the very least be able to take that cut. We've seen him make it lap 1.
Right.
Alpha still in second place, trying to
Did
hold on.
Flavian
Fell off.
fail?
Flavian
Flavian's
fell off.
off. And now
GG's.
Sherm has... Oh, but the red shell, he's not going to be able to crack it. Oh, yes, he is.
He is. GG's. That is Slay winning.
Yeah, if Sherm makes... Yeah, it's basically over at this point. Yeah, if they secure top 2 here, it's over.
I mean, if they just get a winning race, it's over. Yeah, that is top 2. That is top 2 for Slay. That is
Top
GG's.
3 for Slay? Yeah.
Yeah, top 3 for Slay.
All the mistakes started to just catch up to them. They kept failing things that they shouldn't. Like Flavian failing cut right there is so costly.
Yeah, in the end, unfortunately, IF not being able to finish the comeback there and Slay off of the back of 2 back-to-back top 4s in GP1, able to hold on to that lead and just able to finish
with a very
strong.
demanding top 3 right now just to secure it.
Unfortunate for IF, they did put a pretty strong fight. Really nice try at the comeback, but unfortunately, yeah, top 3 for Slay, even with IF having shock. They were just too
even
on at the start.
I know. And then the mistakes for the Dodgers, it just like, yeah, Slay was just able to break away.
yeah, that is GG's, and yeah, that is a massive flame towards Dermo in the rep chat alongside GG's being called. So yeah, overall, just insane.
I know, bold
insane
statement
match.
from Dermo to say falling off for no reason every race after what we witnessed on Yoshi Lagoon and then again on Quad F.
Yeah.
Flavian falling off twice on Quad F and once on Yoshi Lagoon.
I mean, hey, Alpha was the top scorer of IF for the most part, and he's known for falling off randomly, so Flavian
True.
just took the mental. Makes
Hey,
sense to me. Makes sense to me. It
keeping
just
the
comes with
trend
territory.
alive.
Yeah, exactly. Comes with the territory. Either way, we will be finishing on Incendia. Just actually, I think
Oh.
top two. Yeah, no, everyone just DC'd. Never mind. Alright, are you that far back when you're in first on Incendia? Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I just really.
Okay, I guess this is the encore.
Yeah, I never realized we were this far back.
Long encore.
Very long encores in Incendia, but yeah, it allows us to talk a little bit about how this match went overall. A lot crazier than I expected. I mean, I expected crazy, but definitely a lot crazier than I expected towards the end. IF almost making that comeback, but unfortunately not managing to pull through in the end, even after quite a few chaotic wins. I think really the like as I mentioned, the double top four just completely cemented that. The 4 shocks chained in a row on sitters didn't help, but I don't want to take away from Slay because they absolutely did deserve it. They were really far gone in top spots for a lot of this. The shock only helped cement
Right, and
that
even
fact.
then, like we saw on Quad F, like the only shock was pulled by Boshi, and they still managed to get top 3.
Yeah, that was just congratulations to Slay. They absolutely deserve it. Just overall, a lot of fun to listen. A lot of very nice.
Celebratory hop dodge.
Of course, when it doesn't matter, you manage to pull it off.
Just for fun at this point.
Just for funsies. But yeah, no, overall, unfortunate. Boshi played their heart out. They tried so hard to get as many shocks as possible, but IF could not be helped on Fire Factory, unfortunately. It just wasn't enough.
No. Yeah, on tracks like that where Slay just has like such an advantage just because of like the amount of time they've spent on tracks like that, I just think it would have taken a miracle for them to prevent a winning race on a track like Quad F.
No, absolutely. Like this is just the sort of track that's so volatile.
Okay, Sherm just stunting on him, dodging blue and cannon.
Very nice, very nice. But yeah, no, that is absolutely that was just really well played overall, and unfortunately, yeah, as you mentioned, the mistakes just started to catch up to IF after that Yoshi Lagoon. Is disaster class the right word when they're getting top 4? Maybe, I don't know. Either way,
that Yoshi Lagoon. I'm still. I don't know what I watched. That ending was insane. Literally everyone got TS.
Yeah, no, that's going in the end of season montage.
IF just ends up with top 4 at the end of that.
Yeah.
After the fails that we witnessed, that was insane.
Yeah.
I've never seen a race like that.
Yeah, that's Yoshi Lagoon. I say that, but even after playing for IF and Slow, that like I've never seen such a fucking insane race on Yoshi Lagoon. Like I heavily doubt it.
Like it was so. This was a crazy match 3, I will say. And I mean, it didn't end up being that close, I guess, all things considered. Slay kind of dominated for most of it, but
okay, so
it felt really close, especially at the end.
So with the delay, the race is already finished. Sherm is saying that they can interview. Do we want to interview for semis? I know we usually don't do it.
I mean, I didn't interview for a qualifier match.
I mean, yeah, but qualifier is different because it has huge impact on the seedings, etc. You know what? I'll let chat decide. If I see 2 yeses before the next minutes, then we'll do the interview. If not, we'll stop. You are in control. But in all seriousness, yeah, congratulations to both teams. Obviously, really excited to see the finals against Starfall. Really excited to see how that's going to go. Starfall have been pretty dominant over the course of their series, over their season, only losing, I believe, only a single match against Slay, actually.
Slay. So against Slay.
I got dragged. Okay.
only ones that made them bleed. And yeah, so we got the yeses in the chat. We got the approval. So hello Sherm, hello Dots. I assume the others are
Yo!
coming.
Pull me over to
Yeah,
the
they're
interview.
coming. They're
There it
coming.
is. There it is.
Bro, dude, drag Noviak, or I don't know where he went, but
No.
Yeah, Noviak, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well.
oh my god, we won.
Yeah. First of all, before anything, congratulations. Great matches to watch overall. Extremely chaotic races towards the end, but really,
Yeah.
really good showing from you guys. Obviously, match 1 was kind of a wash. Match 2, there was a bit of fire back, and then you just got those double top 4s at the start of match 3 that just kind of cemented that lead. A little bit of a scare. A little bit of a scare towards the end, though, with IF.
Bit of a
on board.
scare.
Yeah.
It was a little
Yeah.
scary.
But yeah, any comments on this match overall? Hello, Astro, who I'm seeing in the caster booth, not hosting for once. But yeah, overall, any comments on the match overall, just before we ask any questions?
Can I talk about a special somebody?
I know who you're going to talk about.
Please, I beg.
Okay, sure. I will say yes, but keep it PG for the stream. That is all I'm asking. Also,
PG?
Murray.
All right, Dermo.
No.
Dermo. Oh boy. If you're gonna keep disconnecting from our rooms and then need somebody else to host just for you to even have a chance to get to the finals, I don't think you should be playing.
Oh no!
No. Oh hey Dermo.
No.
Bro, move him back in. Get him back in.
This is not turning.
Okay, I'll stop there.
Say it to me now. Say it to me now.
Okay, so who kicked me from call?
Me. Oh, I can't kick from
How?
call.
No, it was me.
Oh,
It was me because I'm trying to keep the level with Dermo in.
T.
Say it to me now. Say it to me now. While I'm on my call too.
I don't talk to people that didn't play in the lineup, nigga. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta play the game. You gotta get played in this water bottle, bro. You carried your whole team.
I mean,
You're fucking
mean,
shameless.
I mean, Dermo did technically play, so
Did he?
technically,
He couldn't play.
I don't think he played a race.
It's okay. He wouldn't have made an impact for the team anyway.
I mean, he was in the result, so like technically he did play. So like,
Absolutely shameless fucking team, the laddies. Absolute gremlins.
Fuck out of my call.
To be honest, I don't think the results would have changed if Dermo was in lineup.
I was gonna say, Dermo does not get to talk, bro. He lost. He doesn't get an interview.
Alright,
Yeah.
Okay.
can I at least get an interview?
You can say
No.
you're not talking. You lost as well.
You got a
Yeah,
free
well-
first race 12 because we were trying to get Sherm first.
Alright. Okay. So back to the actual interview. So any comments on the match proper aside from the whole rap chat debacle?
what I'll say is
it was
real quick. I'll say I think me and Sherm were both feeling kind of like we weren't contributing the first 2 matches like as much as we should. And then I kind of told him like we just gotta like shake that mindset, and then we both were able to, and we did really well match 3. So I think I think especially Sherm like having a good mindset was like probably the biggest key to winning the series.
Because like
match 3,
our mindset, like the last few races of match 2 were just like completely awful, and then thankfully we changed it around, like going into match 3. I think the hype race was like Fort Francis, and changing that into Rainbow Road Solar Edition, we just like got both games to top 4s. So
and Pipe Underworld,
and then we just like
Pipe Underworld was definitely a highlight.
Pipe Underworld was good because that was like the first shock we got. No offense, Asher, but it was like the first shock we got.
I literally got like 0 shocks match 2, and there's only 1 race I think it was Ribbon where I was like 10, I didn't pull, but like the rest of the 11 I couldn't do anything. It was like,
with me.
Yeah,
this way with you.
He's very good.
He's a demon, bro. Like
no, it's Boshi.
I think that's just his game.
I mean that's that's a really good example of that, which is Rabbit Hole, really, where you just kind of he was just kind of gone, and you just had to pretty much take it, to be honest.
Yeah, we had to we were like match 2, we were kind of like managing the races like even when they had shock, but just got to a point where like we just like couldn't do anything. So
yeah, but good on you for good on you guys. For bouncing
the mental really changed like from match 2 to match 3. Like the call was just like so much different. Like it was a lot more live.
How confident are you guys feeling against Starfall? You were the only team that managed to make them bleed during the regular season, so obviously it's going to be a pretty tough match. I assume you guys are still feeling it, but are you confident that you're confident that you can definitely challenge them in that regard?
Easily.
Yeah, I think if we all like keep playing and practicing more, I think we definitely have a good shot. They're gonna definitely be a tough team to beat, but I think we can pull through personally. But
all right, and last comment, because I want to know what that was like on your end. That Yoshi Lagoon race.
bro, that race was stupid. Bro,
Yeah,
it was so stupid because lap 2, I just called like the best T-Pal on them ever, and then I got blued like 0.1 nanoseconds at first, and then and then they TS'd like 3 of us lap 3, and then the shock did not work out.
What was who used
end.
the final shock? Like what?
That was ours. That was
I
ours.
called that. That's my fault. I TS both of them, but I didn't realize I needed a standstill to make it across.
Yeah, it was so bad. If I called myself on Red Mushroom, then maybe could have been like a decent race, but
yeah, that especially since that respawn is like not.
It was kind of hard.
That respawn is like not that.
I
bad,
also
really.
threw the blue for the record.
Oh,
so just not my finest moment.
Unfortunate.
Wow.
Well, the blue was like we threw it when they were first, and then Pau came.
So.
Yeah, so it split.
We threw that blue? Oh, bro. I didn't even know that. It was just so unlucky. I didn't know that we threw blue, but
yeah. On my screen they were first, so I just spammed it, but then it split on dots too because they got heavily T-Pelled. So.
All right. Well, with that being said, Mystique, if you have a final question for them, maybe.
Wow.
If not, that's totally fine.
Honestly, no. I'm
kind of putting you on the spot.
Actually, I do have a question. Because I mean, match 2 was very decisively like in IF's favor. So how did you because you guys came out swinging in match 3 right off the bat, just immediately built up a huge lead, just like how you did in match 1. No DCs at all. So how did you reset your mental so completely to where you were just able to just go into it like a new, fresh match?
Oh, we just cut out like a pep talk, I guess. We just kind of hyped each other up.
We didn't let. We just completely forgot about match 2. Like it never happened.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We were just match 2. That was just in the past. We just gotta focus on the next match.
That was in the past. That was 10 minutes ago.
We just played every race we just played every race like we needed good races until we built that lead, and then we just played safe.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly. After chaining Fort Francis into Rainbow Road Solar Edition, it was just we just had such a big lead. We were okay, we can calm down a little bit. We can play more defensive. We can just make sure they don't get top spots and stuff like that. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, either way, congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to IF for making it to the playoffs, and also for thankfully not making us sit through 36 races of DCs. I probably would have crashed out, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. Thank goodness they subbed out Dermo.
Yeah.
Hey, I have one more comment to make. Dermo said about 10 times that we're the most shameless team. When our best bagger is banned, our second best bagger is sleeping at 8 p.m.
Dude, Akira actually
we didn't even know if our third string bagger could play the whole second match. We were about to ping Grantworth to come bag. Our best player was driving the whole time. We were playing with not the optimal lineup.
We didn't play with Noviak, so
yeah.
Well, that reminds me. I did have that one last question. Will Noviak be there for finals or?
Yes,
he should be.
He
was just gone for spring break, and that's kind of why this scheduling semi sucked because we were just all on spring break because we're all in college. So
yeah,
except for Luke, he's just married. He just has a job and stuff, which he's just so cool for that. But
chill. That's the first time he said that's cool, by the way, on cast.
That is I think half of our audience is gonna get a stroke off you saying that. But aside from that, overall, once again,
why would they get a stroke? What?
Because you said that getting a job is cool. Anyways.
Oh. I mean, it's cool that he just built a good life for him.
No, I know.
Well, we're just all like bums in
Aw.
college.
I'm screwing with you. I'm screwing with you. But yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
in
I
all
couldn't. I can't tell sarcasm. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to IF. Good luck against Starfall. Going to be really interesting finals to follow. And I once again must thank everyone. Thank you, Mystique, for casting this alongside me. Thank you, Masako, for
Yes,
hosting.
thank you.
again.
Thank you guys for casting and stream hosting. I always like love watching, like even like watching the cast and like rewatching. So you guys do
I
more
really
of these.
Really appreciate it. And once again, thank you, the viewers, for being here once again for this semifinals. And I'll hope you'll have a very nice evening. Thank you guys, and have a great night.